do people turn when they have lost everything? When a cruel catastrophe has taken everything they loved and cared about in life? Where do they turn when they're in despair?
O&A Party Rock!
It's showtime, folks. It feels good. It's cool.
We're brilliant broadcasters.
I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic.
Very respectful.
Very nice.
There is some shenanigans going on.
And it just feels right.
They're like two puzzles. We want perfect questions. We want some laughs. Some thoughts being provoked and thrown back and forth.
I don't like flaky. I like cakey.
I want to hug a cute dog.
How fake was that?
The name of this radio show should be The Happy Idiot and the Sullen Douche.
Two total dorks.
Am I listening to a radio show? Two DJs and a tranny lover. That's what this program is about, mister.
Only creeps listen to this program.
Yo, boys, what's happening, man?
Turn your fucking radio down!
Anyone around here ever smell my ass?
It's lovely. Anthony.
Come on, we're going to tell you how to get chicks.
I'm Jim Norton, and I'm a horribly boring person.
We just kind of laugh at him.
He's getting better, but we got to break him in still.
He's a candidate for killing his wife if he gets married.
I love E-rocking with a console. That's hot.
Snapple and mayo, your dumps must be lovely.
And featuring...
Hurricane Ben! Martini Steve!
I think there's a degree of mental illness with everybody on the show.
Ramon. Eric's breath smells like the diaper of a cancer patient. Can I say for the record that this program sucks a fat dick?
I got a few ideas that could get us fired.
Please use them.
Please use them.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Friday. It's Friday.
Let's do it!
Okay, terrific.
Hell, I like you to come over to my house and fuck my sister.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, bud. Let's party.
That's funny. That's funny. Funny. I'm funny.
And welcome to the Opie and Anthony program.
Hi there.
This
Hi
is
there.
XM Satellite Radio.
Hello, friends.
Getting more gooder every goddamn day.
Are you picturing your audience, Opie? Like they tell you?
No, I don't want to picture them.
Hello, friends, my good friends out there. Maybe we should post pictures up of what our audience is supposed to look like.
That would be a scary sight if we actually did that.
Wouldn't it? Unfortunately, we have this fucking window, and we can see what they look like, because on a daily basis they're sitting there. Today it's No Filter Paul sitting out the window.
Our listeners haven't done a sit-up in a decade.
That's what we get, but they're ours.
That's right. We love them. Absolutely. We got Drew Boogie in studio. It's the day before the long weekend, so Drew's going to help us make it a party atmosphere today.
Always bring Drew in.
I got to start the show by saying I'm a mess, an absolute mess.
What happened?
I was asked to the U2 concert last night. I was sitting in the pit, literally 15 feet from the band.
Ooh.
And also 15 feet from the goddamn speakers.
Oh, wow.
That they used to fill the garden with sound.
That's a problem there, my friend.
And I had earplugs, and I threw them in to look like a wimpy faggot.
You were wearing plugs?
For a little bit, and then I said, you know what? Man, when are you ever going to have the opportunity to see U2 15 feet away?
I don't know. When on you?
So I pulled those babies out. And,
right, only faggots wear those, by the way.
And now I'm suffering. I got my ears are ringing like crazy.
Little tinnitus. Or
I crashed around 11, and I stayed awake all night because I could hear my ears ringing all night long.
It's the ringing and then the...
Oh, yeah. It's just...
Oh, but wait a minute. Breaking news. The president is giving the pardon to the turkey, Opie. I just saw that on the news. Every year, the president pardons the turkey.
Maybe when we're doing a little war thing,
yeah,
maybe he should blow off that tradition.
I pardon you.
How about he pardons a soldier?
Yeah, let him come
home
home for the holidays.
Yeah, that's in the middle of the action. Why don't you go out there and pardon one soldier and let him come home for the holiday?
Let him come home. Imagine how happy the family would be.
That's just great. Saving a turkey as we're in the middle of a war.
This turkey's now free. It's a free turkey. Free to go home to his family.
Didn't they do a story a few years ago about how the freed turkeys are just kept in the worst conditions possible, and they told what had happened to previous presidentially pardoned turkeys?
Yeah, they just moved
run over by trucks, and
they're moved from one farm. They're moved from one farm to another.
They're not placed on, a throne and at a farm and become like celebrity turkey. They just go back in the pen to sit there and get their eyes plucked out by another pissed-off turkey, get shat upon by other turkeys.
German fellas coming in.
German guy, oh, yeah, turkey. Oh, I was pardoned by the president. You're fucking me. Oh, the pardon gives a fucking me.
This turkey's not going to be eaten for Thanksgiving. I give him a pardon. Gonna send her in a nice farm up in Washington State. Gonna live out the rest of his life as a free turkey.
Macht es Spaß? Du Hühnerficker.
Ja. As if the sick fucking Germans don't get him.
Ja. There it is, penetration. Ja.
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 Ah, nun wird's gut.
Wird's gut.
Ja, gleich.
Gleich. Oh, I love this crowd.
And you didn't think chickens cry.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I have enough trouble keeping a hard-on with a chick. How do you keep a hard-on with a fucking animal?
This is what it sounds like when chickens cry. Ja, gleich. Das gut. Ja. Fucking chicken fucking Nazi.
Just an awful group.
I love that he's German. No self-respecting any other race would do that. Any other culture. It's just something about being conquered when you were so close to winning the world. When you were so close to actual world domination and then getting your ass handed to you, that makes you a chicken fucking culture. And the Japs, don't get me started, in bathtubs, fucking asses in the air, shitting on themselves. Depraved societies.
I've seen footage of a guy fucking a chicken before. It's really awful because they got the hand just holding the little fella down.
Yeah.
Because it's like all trying to scatter with those little feathers.
Of course. That little pea chicken brain, whatever a chicken brain looks like, I'm sure no bigger than the size of a pea. Even that little brain knows this should not be happening. I need to get away from this. And he can't. Get those big, strong kraut hands around him. German dick up him.
The chicken's trying to say, wouldn't you like to just make McNuggets, sir? Why do we have to...
Yeah, I pardon you.
So another turkey has been pardoned this holiday season, huh? All right. Anyway, so I went to the U2 show. I guess that's where we're at.
Yes, and your hearing is a bit...
it's
off.
It's so gone. It's
were you laying down? You just hear...
Oh, yeah. And
that's
ringing.
Always a fun one.
It's mostly the left ear is just ringing like crazy. But what a way to see U2. My God.
Yeah.
My God.
Nice. Up close.
And then I got to work and realized that I forgot my shoes.
Yeah, again.
What? I forgot my shoes.
Oh.
I'm a mess.
He
I'm an absolute
skates
mess.
to work, even when it's 20 degrees out.
I'm gonna try to inline skate all year long.
Good luck.
I've made it to Thanksgiving. We'll see if we can make it to Christmas
It's been
now.
pretty warm, but what is it, like in the 20s?
It's very cold today.
It's in the 20s right now. There's no reason to be...
That was fine. 27
inline
degrees
skating.
here in New York. So, I usually throw the shoes in the backpack, and I forgot them today. So now I'm walking around. I can barely hear you guys, and I have no shoes.
Why is Opie just wearing socks in this picture?
Yeah, shut up.
What a dick.
Hence the Tevas. You throw the Tevas in the bag. What I'm supposed to take the socks off to broadcast, just in case somebody takes my picture. I look right.
We need to be comfortable people.
That's
doing
right.
this program.
All right, Steve in Indiana. Steve.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey, guys. Man,
Hi.
I just want to say you guys got a great show. I heard you for the first time yesterday morning on DirecTV.
Oh.
And I went out yesterday afternoon, and I got me a fancy XM satellite radio.
You did.
Yeah,
Look at that. There's another XM guy coming aboard based on what he heard on DirecTV. Gotta love. Who's the genius? Who was the genius with the DirecTV deal?
I'll be honest, it was me.
Was it Jimmy Norton? Okay, Jimmy Norton, being responsible for that, you are a genius.
Thanks.
And also, Mr. Norton, you rock.
Oh, thanks, sir.
All right.
Doesn't he?
Thank you, Steve. Tell your friends about us. This is kind of like a virus. We call it the O&A virus, and it's your job to spread that virus to others.
I think it really helps that we're right next to Channel 2.
Thanks, Steve. Huh?
Are you?
I think it really helps. I think we're the last possible channel on DirecTV before you hit it and it rolls back over to Channel 2.
That's great.
Or
Or
if
to the
you go
real channels.
backwards. So if you're maybe you're on Channel 7, you want to see something on Channel 2, and you do the fast click, 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 and go one over, hey, you're getting this shit.
You're getting audio of a chicken getting laid.
Think of how many horrified people. For everybody that's calling on, I heard your show, I loved it, I went out and got XM. Think of how many... trying to clear the children from the room.
Oh, must be a music station. Bum, ba, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun. What is this? Unique sounding. Dun, dun, dun. This German lyrics. Don't quite understand it. Sort of like spoken word with some kind of, I don't know, Mexican music behind it.
Sounds like Europop.
Little kid. That's a chicken, Mommy. Yes, it is.
I think it's a kids channel.
Yeah. Whoa.
Macht es Spaß?
Oh.
Du Hühnerflicker.
They're having fun on the farm with the chicken, son.
Laying some eggs, maybe.
Breaking some eggs. That huge German cock. Unclipped.
Ja.
Ja.
Ah, nun wird's gut. Ja, gleich.
Mama, is the chicken crying?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
God, is she hot.
This is just the hottest story.
Wow.
Look at this bombshell.
The Christina Applegate teacher that had sex with the 14-year-old, right? She is. Well, there's two hot teachers that got in trouble in
this one
in the last year.
blows away the other hot
Well, the one
teacher,
from
though.
Albany is just a drunk.
Yeah, she's the drunk.
And
this one is too hot.
Can I explain, Anthony?
She was deemed too hot for jail.
That's the big story today. That's the headline. But as we're in the office getting ready for the show, we're shooting the shit, seeing what we want to talk about today. And Anthony goes, man, did you read that stuff on Smoking Gun?
Yeah.
What's that?
Sorry, it looked like Pat from Munaki sitting at a table.
That is
for a
Pat
second.
from Munaki.
Pat is on WB11 News. We are all over the fucking place, man. We're being bombarded.
Yeah, this is great.
What is Pat doing on WB11 News?
He's doing an eating contest today.
Oh.
He's a professional eater.
Of course
Hoping
he
they
is.
arrested him with a phony fireman's outfit and a smoke bomb.
Creep.
Well, a week from today, he'll be doing the eggnog drinking contest right here in the studio.
Just wait till it snows and follow the 9-toed footprints. Find him anywhere.
So we got Pat doing that today as well. Maybe he'll check in after his eating experience. But we're in the office. We're shooting the shit, trying to figure out what we're going to do today. And all of a sudden, Anthony goes, "Hey, did you read that smoking gun stuff? The transcripts of the hot teacher?"
Yeah.
And your quote was something like, "I couldn't stop reading it and getting a boner."
It was rod-inducing. I defy any guy to read this and not get a rod.
I agree.
And it's a great read. I got to tell you. And the fact that she is so hot and so sick, there's something about that. That's fantastic. And 14 is it's bad.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. That's bad. You might be twisting this kid up for a while. But in some cases, it's just, maybe he's mature for his age. And believe me, he was enjoying it. Somebody ratted him out. He wasn't the one that went, this is
Of course he
terrible.
wasn't going to be the one to rat himself out.
No, you know how he got caught? The aunt actually saw them together somewhere and told the mother. It was actually not the friend, it was the aunt.
Yeah. And rumors started circulating that people were hearing. Because, again, also as a kid, you probably can't keep this to yourself. They did a lot of driving around and had sex in the back seat of a vehicle while this 14-year-old's 15-year-old cousin drove around. So they would drive, they'd put the back seats down, and he would watch his 14-year-old cousin and this hottie have sex. Listen to this. Do we have any sexy music?
I do.
Bam, bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, 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 bam. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like it. Here's Drew Boogie. I thought you were going to go with like a little, let's get it on. Ooh, Opie.
I guess this is a detective talking. He told me the first time that Ms. Lefebvre and his cousin had sex. He was driving Ms. Lefebvre's vehicle on Highway 200 near the mall. We'll call him Doe.
Mr. Doe.
Mr. Doe stated he remembered driving under the underpass, and shortly thereafter, they were done having sex as he was driving. He told me the second time Miss Lefebvre had sex with his cousin in Ocala. He had driven them to Brick City Park. He told me he believed both acts took place in the city, but that was all he could remember. Why aren't the sexy parts highlighted? Who highlighted this? Who's the faggot that highlighted this?
I got a problem with
Who's the homosexual?
Travis, you highlighted
Travis.
this?
No.
Why did
You don't know what's hot and what's not hot.
I am holding probably 12 pages
Of hotness.
No, all right, 9 pages of hotness here. You highlighted driving directions.
No, Nathaniel gave that to me 10 minutes before the show started, and I was highlighting it in there. I didn't think you guys were going to go to it so early, but he marked what I should highlight because I didn't read the whole thing.
Again, passing the buck
absolutely
to somebody else. You highlighted this.
Yeah, I didn't. You can see there's little marks next to the things that are highlighted. That's what he marked so that I could highlight that stuff.
Well, see, here's like
I didn't read the whole thing.
Take pants off. Passenger seat. Observed that her legs were spread.
None of that was highlighted?
Mr. Doe was between them.
I highlighted that,
Mr.
didn't
Doe
I?
left his shirt on, but he could see Cousin Doe moving up and down as they were having sex. He could observe her legs as well as his bare buttocks. He stated there was no talking. She moaned a couple of times, then laughed at something.
There's one line in the post.
Yeah.
Where it says, he said Lefebvre and he first got on a classroom couch after she seductively sidled up next to him in black terry cloth shorts and thong panties.
See, that's
By the way, my I got a copy of that story here in front of me. That wasn't highlighted.
How was that not highlighted? What was
How
highlighted?
do you not highlight the hotness in this story?
How do you not highlight the remain downstairs watching a movie, the cousin? She, they went upstairs, started kissing in the bedroom. She pulled his penis out and performed oral sex on him.
That wasn't highlighted?
Dude, look, I'm reading right here.
Someone should be fired.
Did not have sex because she had advised him earlier that she was menstruating. He stated he did not orgasm, and she suddenly stopped performing sex. Then they went downstairs, watched TV. She drove him to the basketball game, then drove him back to the residence. It was at this point in the story I realized that Ms. LaFave picked both juveniles up for the residence, then drove back to Ocala, and during that trip, she performed oral sex on him again in the back seat, somewhere between Tampa and Ocala. He stated this time he did have an orgasm from the blowjob.
Probably right in her mouth.
Of course it was. Then they're just fucking like crazy. Black terry cloth, thong, pulled out his penis out of his shorts and placed it in her vagina. He stated he was not wearing a condom and did have an orgasm. He remembered she was wearing a tank top type shirt. After sex, she drove back to the recreational center. She was having problems with sexual inadequacy with her husband.
Oh, gee, how you think? They were married 3 months when this started.
3 months.
How bad a fuck are you after 3 months when she's like, you know what? Find me a child.
They went to the Smoothie King, driving around a few minutes. Ms. LaFave put the back seat down in the vehicle again and had sex while the cousin was driving. He told me that she laid down. He was on top of her. She was wearing some type of sundress and took off her underwear. She pulled his pants down and put his penis in her vagina. Then when they were through, she asked to go to Eckerd or Walgreens and went to the bathroom. When they were finished, they drove back to the residence. And then she was supposed to pick up an iPod for her husband. So on the way, she's fucking this kid. She's picking up a little gift. Miss LaFave put the seat down again, like they had done prior occasions, and had sex. He stated she was wearing purple capri pants and a purple tank top, and the sexual encounter occurred in the same manner as the one on her earlier date. She pulled her capri pants down. She was not wearing any underwear or bra. She pulled his pants down and put his penis in her vagina. She was on top. The cousin told me that during both incidents he had an orgasm. Oh, I mean the kid, not the cousin. And he was not wearing a condom. She assured him she was on birth control.
God, she's smoking.
And then he's identifying she had 3 tattoos on her back, 1 Chinese letter in the middle of her lower back. She had 2 butterflies next to the Chinese writing. He could not determine which side. He stated she had 2 birthmarks on her shins and had shaved her pubic hair, leaving only a strip of hair.
Ooh.
Summarized the sexual activity consisted of oral sex in Tampa at the residence, oral sex in her vehicle, intercourse at her classroom portable in Tampa, and 2 sexual encounters in her vehicle. Then concluded the interview.
Yes, Jimmy. Why are you attempting to take the hotness out of this? Jesus.
And the entire time, you just have to look at this chick's picture.
Yeah.
And her husband was like a decent-looking guy. They look good together. How humiliating is it that after 3 months you're so awful, your wife is out fucking a 14-year-old child?
He was sitting in the middle of the 3 cushions. She asked him, "Are you ready?" He said he knew what she meant, sex, and said yes. He said she told him she was on birth control. He said she took off her shorts. She was wearing a black thong with roses on them. He then pulled down his shorts and underwear. He said she straddled him, and they continued kissing. He said she pulled her panties to the side and reached down, grabbed his penis, and inserted it in her vagina. He said they had sex for about 10 minutes, and he ejaculated inside of her. He said he did not wear a condom because she told him she was on birth control. Went to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom and cleaned up. Came back and asked if he was okay. He told her yes, and they carried some boxes to the car. Whew. How hot.
Fucking fantastic.
How extremely hot.
And here's the beautiful thing. His life from here on in is just down the toilet. You never, when he's
Look
14, she's 10, and she said, "No bag and come inside me." It's over, kid. You're never getting that again.
Never.
Never.
He's
never
gonna
as
be
good as the first hit.
He's going to be in school trying to pick up again. No, stop.
I don't want to kiss you.
He's like, do you know who I was banging?
Well,
I bet she bangs her again.
Well, the update on
Yeah.
this is that her lawyer is saying she's too hot for jail. She's too hot for jail.
Imagine what the female prison. They'd have a party. There would be balloons and streamers. Welcome. Laundry room, the fucking weight room, the fucking whatever other room or in that prison. Every time she would just be getting sexually assaulted. Whew.
And the quote from the lawyer, to place an attractive young woman in that kind of hellhole is like putting a piece of raw meat in with the lions. I am not sure that Debbie would be able to survive.
Well, I'm
so
sure
now she's
some of
getting
the,
house arrest for 3 years.
3 years. I'm sure some of the COs would take care of her. As long as she backs that ass against the bars every so often. Take a little tooling.
Let's
keep
say
the
hi
heat
to,
off of her.
Let's say hi to Wade in British Columbia. Wade, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All right, Wade.
Listen, I just started listening to you guys not long ago. I just looked up XM. You guys rock, eh?
Hey, those are some pretty sweet numbers.
Yeah, you bet, man.
Hey, Wade.
How you get us in British Columbia?
I think we're part of XM Canada, so you could finally listen to us legally there, Wade.
Are you getting us legally, Wade?
Well, I don't want to say either way, eh?
All right. Hey, I understand.
Well, you know, we have those U.S. addresses, us truck drivers up here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So are you actually paying for XM?
Yeah, we pay for our yearly contract on it.
All right, very nice. So what do you have for the show today?
Well, I just wanted to phone in and say you guys got some hell of a topic on there.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was this chick when I was 14? So that's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, I don't think there's many 14-year-olds out there that would complain if this was going on with them.
Why wouldn't he deny it?
No
Yeah,
shit.
didn't happen.
Organizing some kind of rally to fucking throw a party for myself just for getting nailed all the time by that older chick.
Didn't happen.
3 years
Never
ago.
happened, man. Just pulled it all the time.
Someone says, what irritates me is if it had been a male, there would have been no plea deal. Well, you're right, because
You're right.
that's just plain creepy.
Well, I don't know. Let's not leap to judgment.
All right, well, you guys kick ass, eh?
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Wade. Yeah, it's a definite double standard there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Exactly. And again, someone pointed out that women are different when they molest you, like the kid Veli and the other, like she married him. They got married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some emotional bond, no matter how sick it is or how mentally fucked up the woman is. I don't know what drove her to having sex with 14-year-olds, with a 14-year-old boy. You know, what happened in her past that drove her to that. But it's never just this primal, sick, fucking, twisted, pedophile old man walking around the playgrounds looking to hook up. They always get some kind of relationship going. It's a relationship.
She is lovely.
But you got a picture in the
Dude,
post?
look at her in the post. Look at her.
She's unbelievable. She's a freaking 11.
She is.
Yeah.
She was like a model for like this motorcycle magazine.
Yeah.
She's really a sexy
And they
girl.
showed her on TV for the plea deal that she took, and she looks even hotter.
The more I know about
Like
her,
doing
the
a
hotter she
makeover on
is.
her. Right. After reading those transcripts, hotter still.
She brings an iPod home. Pussy smells like bubble gum. Hon, my iPod's been programmed. There's all Sesame Street songs in there.
Rob on Long Island. Rob.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Hey, Rob.
Hey. Am I the only one that heard Jimmy panting the whole time while Anthony was reading the story?
Yeah, there was a lot of breathing going on over there.
There's a bunch of us very happy.
He sounded like Philip Seymour Hoffman in Boogie Nights when he saw Dirk Diggler's cock for the first time.
Oh, when he was trying to work the mic boom and he's trembling.
Jimmy, I can't wait to see you on Saturday night. Me and my girlfriend are going at the 10:30 show, man.
Oh, yeah, Northern
thanks, man.
Carolines. All the shows sold out at this point?
No, they're very close. The only one that's not going to probably sell out is tomorrow, Thanksgiving.
All right, let's say hi to Mike in Houston. Mike?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Good. My buddy signed with the Texans.
Yeah?
Tyson Walter will be joining your fine football team in Houston.
Oh, good. All right. When did he sign?
He's a good friend of the show, and he got screwed over by Parcells and the Cowboys, and he finally found a team, and we couldn't be happier.
Good.
And Tyson listens every day, so Tyson, way to go, man. What's going on, Mike?
Good luck, bro.
Oh, not a whole lot, man. I was just curious, man, if it was totally gay getting a boner listening to Anthony read that.
No. I hope not, because I got one watching him read it.
That was a great,
Well,
great
more
transcript.
importantly, because Anthony did say in the office that last night he couldn't stop reading and couldn't stop getting boners.
She's on TV, by the way. Right now.
Anthony, as you were reading that today, were you getting a boner live on this program?
No, not on the show.
Did you get a little flow going?
No,
she
not
is a
reading
beautiful girl.
She's like a young, hotter Christina Applegate.
You know her husband, the lawyer's got to want to bang her.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
That's a tough nut right there.
All right, we're going to take our first break because we got Drew Boogie in studio, so we're going to take a few extra breaks today so we can enjoy the fine work that Drew does for our program, okay?
Musical styling.
And also, Anthony, I got to run in the office because every once in a while there's a headline in the New York papers, and we ask the rest of the country to try to beat that headline.
Right.
Actually, I found it, but this will be a nice tease so you guys hang out a little bit. This headline right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
And we'll also talk about Alice's Restaurant.
Oh, every year. Every year they drag out the Arlo Guthrie song, Alice's Restaurant.
So we got lots to do. So Drew,
is it in every city, every market in the country?
We're a national talk show, so we'll open up the phones and find that out after the break, okay?
Can I say one thing?
No.
I like funny songs.
Well, that's the bit. It's going to go Alice's Restaurant, and then it's going to be songs that were supposed to be funny.
Was Alice's Restaurant funny?
It was supposed to be.
People are laughing and laughing in the background. They are laughing and laughing. The fucking guy got up there. I guess he's kind of like us, just kind of winging it. He's in front of a crowd just winging it, coming up with stupid dialogue about an imaginary town and characters. And, they're just laughing and laughing.
Laughing? Oh, look at that. That's an adorable baby gorilla. Isn't that just the cutest little
All right,
thing?
Anthony. Drew, get us out of here for a little bit. Drew Boogie, everyone.
That Opie and Anthony Wow stickers are your tickets to seeing some beautiful bosoms.
Well, yeah.
Did you know that Wow stickers have many other uses?
I remove unwanted bottom hair with Wow stickers. Oh, God, my sphincter's bleeding.
That's a raw anus.
Get your official Opie and Anthony Wow stickers at opieandanthony.com.
Oh, God, my poopy hurts.
Don't be such a girl, Travis.
The Opie and Anthony Show. XM202.
Back Betty, Bam-a-lam, whoa, back Betty, Bam-a-lam, she really gets me high. Bam-a-lam, you know that's no lie. Bam-a-lam, she's so rock steady. Bam-a-lam, and she's always ready. Bam-a-lam, whoa, out the bushes. Stay out the bushes.
Drew Boogie in the zone today, man. Thanks, Drew. We're back to the Opie and Anthony program. Let's go right to the phones for a second here. Say hi to Jeff in Minnesota. Jeff, what's up?
I got to give props to Than and Travis because that was the funniest fucking promo I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, damn it. I wasn't listening.
Oh, you got to hear it again. The WOW promo they just had. It was hysterical.
Which one was it? Steve made that recently.
Oh, well, it was Travis tore a WOW sticker off his ass.
Oh, really?
It was hysterical.
Very, very cool. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say hi to Keith in New Jersey. Keith, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
You know, it's funny. I'm 37. I grew up in two major markets in Jersey between Philly and New York. I used to do radio, and I never heard this fucking song until last Thanksgiving. And, Jason, if you're listening, I'm bringing you a pie tomorrow.
All right. Alice's Restaurant by Arlo Guthrie.
Yeah.
It has become a Thanksgiving tradition on many radio stations across America.
For how many years?
I have worked at 3 radio stations where we played Arlo Guthrie Thanksgiving morning.
Yeesh.
I don't know why. I don't know where this tradition started, but that person should be killed.
Oh, it's ponderous.
Well, the radio column in the Daily News today.
Yeah.
We have this radio column in the New York paper that is just a waste of space. An absolute waste of space.
Who's that?
David Hinckley's radio column in the Daily News. There's so much action going on in New York radio, but he decides to do a whole column on Arlo Guthrie and the Alice's Restaurant thing.
There's never any controversy in his column. It's never... He never throws in any opinion or anything. It's just what's going on and the most boring, dull things that are going on in radio.
Yeah.
Why not point out that K-Rock is on the brink of disaster, of complete disaster, a meltdown of epic proportions?
Well, they hired a grandma to talk dirty to 18 or 34-year-old males. So I guess, you're right about that, Anthony. Holy shit. What the hell's going on in New York radio?
It's a heck of a move.
Oh, yeah. They're going to fail miserably. There's a station here in New York. They're doing a format called Free FM.
Yeah,
see, that's how they're going to combat satellite radio.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to pretty much tell you that you can listen to radio for free still.
It's Free FM. And it's talk, and it's going to be cutting edge. Yeah, sure it is.
No, it's not.
It's not because you're not allowed.
Everyone funny is off radio.
Yeah.
There's no one funny in commercial radio. I'm sorry.
There's no reason to be on commercial radio anymore.
And then there's a huge satellite radio battle going on between us and Howard, and our fans are beating the shit out of each other and stuff. And David Hinckley decides to write about Alice's Restaurant.
Yeah.
Fucking boring. 2 more helpings of Alice's Restaurant is the headline in the radio
2 more
column.
helpings.
No matter what else may be happening in radio, Arlo Guthrie will be coming around tomorrow to keep things in proper balance by singing Alice's Restaurant.
Thank goodness.
The most famous modern Thanksgiving song will play at noon on Q104 here in New York City.
Well, where else?
And then another station called WFUV. Both of which consider it important enough to take an 18-minute break from their holiday weekend specials to be sure Arlo is heard.
18 minutes.
I've never heard the song.
18 minutes of
god-awful.
Of drivel. Just this story that doesn't make sense and goes on and on and on. Oh, God.
Does it start like a normal song?
No.
We could play a part of it, but it's 18 minutes long.
Well, I think that it's important.
Otherwise, Q104 will spend the weekend, starting today, counting down the top 1,043 classic rock songs of all time.
Are they really doing that?
Of course they are.
They fucking suck.
You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. That's what it's like. Stupid Edmund Fitzgerald song. It's even longer than the Edmund Fitzgerald song.
It's just another story that goes on forever, that has no fucking point.
Yeah.
But there you go. Q104, the classic rock station, will be counting down the 1,043 classic rock songs of all time. I bet you they're going to trick us and make Stairway to Heaven third this year.
Oh, that would be a trickery.
And then,
usually it's first or second.
And then the DJ goes on the air and he's all outraged, like, "Oh my God, can you believe it? Oh my God,
Oh, it was number one last year. No.
And they never go right into number one. They got to take a big break and
the 20-minute commercial
talk
break
about how. And when we come back, here it is, what we've been waiting for, the number one song.
The top 5 will be probably a Zeppelin song, a Who song,
Beatles,
a Pink Floyd song.
Yeah,
Beatles, right?
Yeah,
some Sabbath,
and hopefully Kaja Gugu.
Which your War Pigs makes this to 1,041 fucking faggot classic rock station.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Listeners have voted on a new list, which will be counted down in order through Sunday. Don't be surprised if Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven and Leonard Skinner's Freebird do well.
Like that's news.
This is in the radio column.
This guy's good, though, man. I don't know. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Good stuff.
Howard appears on Letterman. Outside the Letterman studio, we completely attack Howard and all his fans with banners and all sorts of shit. The pests go nuts. It's a huge, huge story.
K-Rock's exploding here in New York. It's going to be a disaster area.
And David Hinckley's writing about a stupid countdown that's happening this weekend. Are you kidding me?
He's an irrelevant ass.
Oh.
WFUV devotes tomorrow and Friday to its City Folk Thanksgiving Festival with recordings of live concert by popular WFUV artists. The schedule, tomorrow at 10 a.m., it's Richard Thompson.
Oh, Richard Thompson?
Ooh, what time?
Well, I'm tuning in.
Followed by Amos Lee, then Nickel Creek, the Kennedys.
Oh.
Here's one I recognize and still wouldn't listen to. Emmylou Harris.
Oh, she's good.
John Heyman, Josh Rouse, Randy Newman, and Dr. John. Holiday specials on other stations in the New York area. WABC.
What are they doing?
Well, Sean Hannity live today and Friday from Disney World. He went on vacation with his family and said, hey, I'll record
I'll broadcast?
I'll broadcast this crap.
Fly us down, first class, and I'll broadcast.
Yeah.
What is he doing at Disney World? What could he possibly do with his show?
I don't know. And then WBAI tomorrow will do Wake Up Call with Deepa Fernandez. He looks at the plight of the needy in the city. That's followed by a special on the Un-Thanksgiving, exploring the roots of Thanksgiving as a celebration of Europeans exterminating indigenous peoples.
Disney owns ABC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That must be nice to have Disney at your beck and call.
Yeah, they're just giving Disney one big commercial.
Yeah.
WCBS-FM, doing that Jack format.
Yeah.
Will be commercial-free all day tomorrow. No, stop!
Nice. Apparently from the last ratings, they're listener-free, too. They're running listener-free.
Wow. Yeah, why don't you promote for a day what you could get on satellite radio all year long?
Mm-hmm.
Commercial-free music. Meanwhile, the streaming version of WCBS-FM, which is at cbsfm.com and still plays oldies, will count down the top 101 songs of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s starting at 1 tomorrow. This is just great shit, man.
Yeah.
What a bore this guy is. He's awful.
Well, good news. WOR has Rocco DeSipirito, whatever that guy was.
The chef
guy. He hosts his second Thanksgiving 911 show.
Oh, now, if you have any questions.
For those who need some last-minute assistance with the big dinner. That's right, Anthony.
So you're going to sit there and listen to the show, cook your turkey, and then if you run into a problem, you can spend 3 hours on hold trying to get through to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Instead of maybe just getting on the Internet.
Could you help? My father's been drinking, and he just punched my mother in the throat in the kitchen. Hello, chef.
Rocco, what do I do?
My soon-to-be brother-in-law is drunk, and he just found out that I had sex with his sister, and he said, "You're busted!" And he threw the turkey out the window. What do you suggest we do?
You guys want to share your favorite Thanksgiving memories today on the program? I got a great one.
Oh. Is it cringe-inducing?
No, it's not really. No, it's not that bad. One year, we had Thanksgiving at my brother's place. The entire family was there, and we had little ones running around.
Aww.
And the women were in the kitchen, fixing the meal.
Well, they should be.
Amen.
And the women all of a sudden realized that most of the men were nowhere to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
We were in my brother's room upstairs watching Tommy Lee give it to Pam Anderson.
Oh, when the video came out.
Yeah.
Nice.
And my brother was the only one that wasn't in the room because it was his house, so he was making sure everything was being taken care of. So he went in search of the men, and he walks into the room, and there's Pam really getting it from Tommy Lee, and he has an actual towel on his arm, and he's basically trying to find us so we could cut the turkey and start our Thanksgiving. And he goes, Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving to all.
As Pam's just getting railed.
What? I guess the Today Show is doing a holiday 411.
If we don't have this on the air today,
1-800-Butterball, I guess, is the number they're calling that you can call and get your turkey tips.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Oh, we can't do that. It's all right. They'll get it for me.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay. Drew Boogie's on our TV feed today. That's fine. That's worth it.
And I guess Katie Couric is helping out.
Right.
She's taking calls from people.
Right.
She's got a big old-fashioned, oldie-time switchboard. What a funny little joke that is.
I'd like to call and go, look, Katie, hi. Could you help me out here? There's something with the way I stuff the turkey is not correct, because no matter how I hold it, I'm getting stuffing on my thighs.
Just play that.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Louie in New Jersey. Louie!
Hey, man.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thanks, Lou. Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Hey, you two fucking cunts don't know nothing about fucking being old. You know what I'm saying?
How old are you, Lou?
51.
51 years young. God bless, Lou.
I still suck. But anyway, it's a protest song.
What's
you guys
protesting? Good music?
Well, did you ever fucking hear the draft?
Ooh. Yeah, I heard of that draft thing, my friend.
That's what the fuck it's all about. And I put it on to piss off my fucking mother-in-law every goddamn year.
But do you think it really addresses the issue of the draft before maybe minute 16?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Kind of by the end, I think maybe they start talking about the draft and...
Well, it's pretty funny.
No, it isn't.
No,
it isn't the least
But hold on, Lou.
bit funny.
Wait a minute now. Hold on, Lou. You might. What year is the song, Lou?
What year is the what?
The song. I've never heard it.
Well, 68.
All right, so Lou thinks it might be funny. What did it start off kind of funny?
No, it's a fucking folk song. It's in the same era when Dylan was going to go on what's his name, Ed Sullivan Show, and he was ready to fucking do a protest song, and they told him absolutely no way, so he walked off. That album that he put that song on is worth about $100,000 now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
No, it's not.
Why is it worth that much money? I thought he had his own album out.
Because people like me, the old fucking scumbags, fucking buy shit.
But Lou, there's no such thing as a $100,000 album. No album's worth that much money.
Yeah.
I have Kiss records that aren't worth that kind of money.
And they should be.
And those albums where there was only one track on one side always stunk.
You bet they do.
Hey, Arlo, how about you write a few more songs instead of one 18-minute
long one.
piece of shit?
Yeah.
Shit, the fucking old scumbag is due, for Christ's sake.
I have to hear the song. We're going to hear it.
Go ahead, listen.
Because I like funny songs.
There are some funny parts to it.
All right, Louis,
and you should play the motorcycle song after it.
What part do you think is funny? Give me a general idea of what part do you think is funny.
When he's sitting on a Group W bench and the fucking guy says to him, what were you arrested for, kid? And he says, littering, and they all move away from on a bench. And you got to see it. You got to hear it. Listen to it.
We'll listen to Alice's Restaurant. We'll try to find the humor in this stupid
I asked him, what am I being arrested for? And he said, littering, and...
She said, what am I being arrested for? And I said, well, the 14-year-old was fucking you while his 15-year-old cousin drove around.
They made a movie out of it too, Russell?
Oh my God! It was like 4 in the morning. I'm cruising around Skinamax to find some porn, and dude, it comes on, and Arlo Duffy's in it, and it's all these people like doing heroin and stuff in a church. At the end, one guy commits suicide. I think just because he listened to the song.
Holy crap! All right, let's listen to
it. It was worthy of a movie.
The only song I want to hear about a restaurant in Alice is something involving Linda Lavin, because who doesn't love her?
There's a new girl in town, and she's looking good. There's a fresh new face in the neighborhood. There's a new girl in town. Oh, who the fuck thought it was a grand idea to have her sing her own theme song to the show?
The Opie and Anthony show is finally complete. Anthony has finally broke out this impression.
Listen how fucking overdramatic this whore is.
I know how it. Going through life with blinders on, it's tough to see. I had to get out from under.
Now she's gonna run with it. Here it goes.
There's a new girl in town, and she's looking good.
Yeah, that's
Freckle in the
neighborhood.
There's a new girl in town with a brand new style. She was just passing through. And if things work out, she's gonna stay.
At the end. Listen.
That's what scares me about Anthony.
I
he
wanna
knows the words to that song.
Break her head open. Every week that show came on.
How does it go?
There's that new girl in town, and she's looking good. A fresh freckled face in the neighborhood. There's that new. Oh. Stop.
She should sing that song while Vic Tayback rapes her and mushes her face into a plate of goulash.
Let's go to Momo. Momo.
Yes, my friend.
What's up, Momo?
Hi, guys. Little Jimmy,
Yeah.
I love you, Daddy.
Thank you, little fella.
And happy birthday, baby.
Thank you.
I really dig that song. I'm serious, though. I like that Alice Restaurant song. It's a good song, and it just...
All right, listen to me.
It's a cute
Listen to
little
me.
ditty.
Listen to me, sir. Why do you like the song?
Why? Because,
Yeah.
honestly, because it gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling about being the holidays. And I'm serious, man. It really does. It warms my cockles.
It has nothing to do with Thanksgiving, really.
I know, but it's because it comes on every year at Thanksgiving. And
It's a constant in his life that makes him feel good.
That's right.
Well, we're about to wreck it for you forever, so hang in there. Let's say hi to Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris?
Hey, I saw Arlo Guthrie a couple of years ago, and
Yeah.
son and daughter in the band, and after the set break, when he came back out, his daughter didn't come out, and he said that even my daughter doesn't like this next song, so she refuses to play it with us. She wouldn't even come out and play it with them.
Oh, good. There's no reason to play the song.
It takes place around Thanksgiving. That's why they played on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, all right.
It's about a Thanksgiving dinner.
I think it's a bit of a stretch, don't you? Let's go to Tom in Indiana. Tom?
Hey, morning, boys. What's going on?
Morning, Tom.
Hey, it's either the fucking parade or that stupid song, and all it is a battle cry to start fucking drinking before your family comes over.
Oh, is that it? That's when you start drinking?
You know them fuckers are coming over.
I didn't do that.
The phones have exploded.
The phone's just blasted.
We got to get everybody back.
All right, well.
There's a fresh,
Freckled face in the neighborhood. There's a new girl in town.
She didn't look like no girl either.
No.
She looked like...
That's not a fresh, freckled face in the neighborhood.
Oh, man, that's a worn out...
There's a wrinkled old mess in the neighborhood. There's a new... She's trying to be all jazzy. And remember, she started, like, singing on she's going like Mike Douglas or something, and that was her big thing, to get on and sing those jazzy songs. Is there any other Linda Lavin around?
God, I hope
Never
not.
on Dillette,
Hawk,
right?
I'm sure he has it on his iPod.
I hope not. Hey, really fast. Good Morning
Yeah?
America.
We got more Linda Lavin?
Oh, we do?
I got to sample a little more Linda Lavin.
The boy you never can... I don't know any of these fucking songs.
Pop one on.
Don't do the one with the... Yeah, do that one. The boy from...
Which one, Hope?
I don't know. Let's listen to this. Oh, yeah, there's the...
Isn't it the girl from Ipanema?
Yeah, so she's going to do...
Slender like an Apollo, he goes walking by, and I have to follow him. The boy from Tacuarembó, La Tumba del Fuego, Santa Santa Malipa, Zacatecas, La Junta, Soli Cruz.
Why is she?
When we meet, I feel I'm on fire and I'm restless.
Sounds like she has sleep
I
apnea.
inquire how are things in Tacarembo.
Yeah, she picked a song she can't even do, like,
Santa Malipa,
properly.
Zacatecas, La Junta, Soli Cruz.
Turn it off.
Why? When I speak the Spanish, why is she acting so clownish? I wish I understood Spanish. When I tell him I think he's the end, he giggles a lot.
Holy crap. All right, thanks.
She's fucking a fresh, freckled face. She's got a new start, and she's a waitress.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're walking into a law firm, you dumb whore. Like to give Linda Lavin a good teabagging right on that
Look
countertop.
out. There's a new girl in town.
That's right, that fresh, freckled face. Put a little oniony ball sweat on her nose.
Mary Tyler Moore is kicking your ass.
Exactly. At least she threw her hat in the air, for Pete's sake.
Waiting on truckers. Nice. In the restaurant, slopping. Kiss my grits. Oh,
You didn't
what
want
a
to get on Flo's
catchphrase.
bad side.
Oh, she was funny every episode.
Guys, I don't know how to tell you this, but today's a very tough day to travel.
It's getaway day.
It's getaway day. Flights will be delayed. You'll be on the highway for many, many hours. And the news has to remind you of that today.
Constantly.
The crowds are just starting to pick up here at O'Hare for what will be one of the busiest travel days of the year. 217,000 people are expected to pass through here today on more than 2,700 flights. But weather could be a problem at this major hub. It has just started to snow. Bad weather is already taking the joy out of this holiday weekend for some travelers. From New York to Atlanta, dozens of flights were canceled. High winds delayed others for hours.
on the plane before we even left Baltimore.
Air travel is back to levels that it was 4 and 5 years ago, and that means you need time.
Many of the 37 million people expected to travel by plane and car are on a collision course with a nasty winter storm. Forecasters predict heavy snow and ice from Minnesota to Maryland. On the road, police in 6 Midwestern states are promising a show of force this holiday weekend.
I would rather write 100 safety belt citations than to notify another family that their loved one died needlessly because they failed to buckle up.
100.
Would you? Really?
Yeah, if you're flying into Denver, make sure you call a friend. It'll get you a snowcat.
Exactly.
You gotta get up to the hotel.
And then just sit there and stare straight ahead as the plane is going. Don't move an inch, you fucking mannequin. Do you like ice cream, Doc?
I hear there's a pretty big storm up there.
People are irresponsible assholes.
Assholes.
And then Larry Durker's all cold saying, God, I should be training Apollo Creed again. That's who that was.
Yeah, that's who that was. Thought he looked familiar.
Larry Durker.
Let's say hi to Greg in Jersey. Greg!
Good morning, fellas.
What's up?
This is your demographic calling. Just wanted to let you know that none of us know who the hell you're talking about. Linda Lavin and references to Mike Douglas. What are you, 65?
Dude, how old are you? I'm 37, and I remember Alice. Mike Douglas.
Tail
I
end
remember
of
watching.
it, yeah. I remember being I was a kid, but I was fascinated with everything on television. I didn't just watch cartoons, dude.
And we played the actual song to bring you into the bit. See,
Right.
that's where we're very, very smart.
Good point, Ope.
Thank you, Jimmy.
And everybody knows it was in syndication for years. Jesus. Your argument
Who was
stinks.
Linda Lavin?
Linda Lavin was Alice on the show Alice. Remember with Vic Tayback?
No, I'm sorry.
Picture the Golden Girls without the brilliant writing and humor.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 33.
I was 33. That's
4 years younger than me.
You might have missed it.
Yeah.
All right.
And when
Even in
was the last time Mike
syndication.
Douglas was on?
Oh, Mike Douglas is years and years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
All right. Case in point. Thank you, fellas.
All right, bye.
It's not always about you, douchebag.
That's right.
I'm sure there's a few people out there that enjoyed
There are people
Anthony's rendition of the theme song.
of all ages and a racial background and religious orientation that listen to this program.
How could you
run the gamut?
How could you not laugh at Anthony's rendition?
Come on.
And how can you not call them out for saying people of all races and religions enjoy this program? We like people who listen are white and maybe a little whiter. That's our demo. Perhaps tan if they're in Florida.
We like a lot of milk in our coffee.
Good point. Oh, good point.
Just getting on the road
We need help packing, okay?
is the biggest challenge for families like the DeCanes.
Squishy pillows are the key to success. Oh, there's a squishy pillow.
Usually I try to avoid the whole thing and just kind of get home when it's all done.
2 adults, 3 children, and a 150-pound dog.
Gobble!
Gobble, gobble.
All crammed into one truck for at least 6 hours.
Oh, you stay there, huh?
Now, one traveler we spoke with calls it the annual headache before the turkey. We're checking the departures board here. There are a handful of delays already this morning, and airport officials here at O'Hare are asking people to show up more than 2 hours before their flights in anticipation of the crowds and the weather.
Man, why would you fly today? Is your family really worth it? Like, you don't sit around that table and look at these fucking people and go, man, if I wasn't related to these people, I would have nothing in common with them, and I wouldn't hang with them.
Yeah.
Are they really worth it?
And I hope our own Don Wicklund didn't book your flights. He'll have more takeoff and landings than Chuck Yeager.
We go from LaGuardia to Islip. We have to connect.
They don't even leave the ground. They take the expressway.
That's a very good local joke for everybody. And we're
keeping it local.
We're not going to explain it to Alabama today.
That's right. 1:30.
All right. Why don't we play a little bit of Alice's Restaurant? Let's just see where this goes. I don't know. This is where the break began.
I have the lyric sheet.
Yeah.
It's 5 pages long.
Yeah.
5 full text pages long.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I would be impressed. Well, I guess he did have to, because he had to learn this. He had to memorize this, write it, and then memorize it and perform it just by memory.
Does he do it word for word, or is it close?
Didn't have teleprompters back then.
If it's the only song you sing, I don't think it's much of a problem, Anthony.
Is that it? Well, there was also Mr. Customs Man that he did at Woodstock. That was a big Arlo Guthrie
that
hit.
was absolutely huge, of course.
Coming into Los Angeles.
Let's play
bringing in a
Restaurant.
couple of keys.
Let's play a little part of this. A little bit.
Stop for it. I hate it.
The guitar is a little sweet.
Let's say hi to Dexter in Indianapolis. The show is spinning out of control.
What?
Enjoy. No, in a good way. Dexter, what's up? All right. Dexter. He wants to know, when are you going to do something for the truckers? We do something for the truckers every day. We make
keep
you laugh.
awake.
That's right. Oh, wow. Here's Captain Obvious. George from Colorado. Go ahead, George.
Hey, morning, boys.
Hey.
Hey, my wife works at the airport here in Denver, and she has to work today and tomorrow. And she said yesterday, by the time she got off work, even the cops were ready to start shooting the fucking travelers. They were so tired of them.
Sometimes me and my grandmother would have conversations with each other without ever opening our mouths.
I agree. And just so you boys know, it's going to be 70 degrees every day the rest of this week while you're enjoying that cold snap over Thanksgiving.
I curse you, George. I curse you.
Yeah, well, my snowcat's parked in the garage keeping warm still.
We came up with a great idea. We want to be out of New York for the winter and still...
George,
nothing on that one.
Go take a look at the snowcat, George. I got a surprise for you, George.
Go check it out.
Go check it out.
All right, back to Alice's Restaurant. We will play the entire song by the end of this show today. Maybe 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there.
What?
Let's go.
It is kind of happy, isn't it?
I've heard that part.
Forever. You would think with 5 pages of words, you'd get right into it.
Yeah, you could have saved 30 seconds right here.
Yeah.
This horse shit.
This song's called Alice's Restaurant. It's about Alice. and the restaurant. But Alice's Restaurant is not the name of the restaurant, that's just the name of the song. And that's why I called the song Alice's Restaurant.
All right.
Why is anyone laughing there?
There's no...
What's the fucking goof in that one?
This song is called Alice's Restaurant. It's about Alice and the restaurant, but Alice's Restaurant's not the name of the restaurant. It's just the name of the song, and that's why I called the song Alice's Restaurant. Huddla, huddla, elbow, elbow.
That's terrific. That's terrific. What a great audience that is. Jesus Christ.
No kidding.
Like that one, huh?
Oh, my God. Hi, how are you? Bah!
I would kill in front of that audience. God.
You can get anything
goes right
you
into the
want
chorus.
at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant.
Real statement about the war.
That all started 2 Thanksgivings ago. It was on
That's
2
why.
years ago on Thanksgiving when my friend and I went up to visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice doesn't live in the restaurant. She lives in the church nearby the restaurant in the bell tower, with her husband Ray and Foch's a dog. And living in the bell tower like that, they got a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. And having all that room, seeing as how they took out all the pews, they decided that they didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time. We got up there, we found all the garbage.
Huddla, huddla.
They're laughing?
They're laughing because there's so much garbage back downstairs because they're filthy hippies.
By the way, we're only on the 3rd paragraph
of the first of 5 pages
of lyrics.
Full pages. They're
Oh man, you
not even spaced.
You can't squish more lines on the paper.
Right.
Having all the room, seeing as how they took all the pews out, they decided they didn't have to take out the garbage for a long time. Ah! Hysterical.
You can live like a Puerto Rican if you live in Alice's Restaurant.
You can shoot your wife in the head and dump her at Alice's Restaurant.
You can take out the pews and then have garbage smell, which will make you go pew. All right. Creeps. 2 fucking creeps just fucking like they're just holed up in a church somewhere.
Yeah, living in the bell tower, throwing their garbage downstairs.
Them and Noriega.
Let's say hi to Rich in New York. Rich.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, Rich.
In that last news clip, those people mentioned, like, you know, their dog and whatnot.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do people take their dogs with them?
Oh, because it's such a treat for the fucking family they're visiting to have a dog over their house. Anyone who brings an animal over my house, it's being staked out in the backyard on a 6-inch chain, staked into the ground, so its head is on the ground. It's going, unless it's a puggle, then it gets all the leash it wants. Comes in, sit on my couch.
You're going over these people's houses to eat, and you bring a dog.
You know what the best is? When people bring like a big German Shepherd or St. Bernard to someone's house, and the dog wanders off, and you're like, where's the dog? And you walk in, and it's in the crib, giving the kid a mouthful of pink lips.
All right, fellas, punch him out.
Yeah, you better. That's just all about selfish people bringing their dogs on vacation. Hey, this in from Digger Dog from Whackbag.com. Ramon, Alice has AIDS.
This just sounds like the nervous ramblings of Steve. Well, it all started 2 Thanksgivings ago.
Well, it was 2 years ago on Thanksgiving.
Or something Ben would say, like as he's half asleep in the back of a car after you're finally out of the 8-ball.
It's Alice's Restaurant. But it's Alice. It's not about the restaurant. It's the song. It's not Alice's Restaurant. It's the name of the restaurant. That's why I called the song Alice's Restaurant.
Didn't get you 2 tickets. Alice's Restaurant. You can get whatever you need, except for maybe a comb.
They took all the pews out. Now, you You two can play down there.
Robin Huntington, my fine hometown. We had a shitty professor try and play this shit for one of my radio classes. We laughed her stupid, slimy C ass for playing it, and she turned it off after about 2 minutes. The worst 2 minutes of my life. And then Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. This show is called The Opie and Anthony Show, but the show isn't named The Opie and Anthony Show, and they play awful fucking songs for awful fucking people, and little Jimmy P's in a cup.
I want to hear more songs. What happened next? They're in the
Where
place.
were we?
They're in the church.
All right, we're in the church.
Pasha.
The pews used to be there. They live in the bell tower. They've thrown the garbage down into the church area.
This is Alice, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Filthy Alice.
That's right. Who's handling your food?
Yeah.
Dirty
Great job.
fingernails.
Oof.
You can catch dysentery.
There's a new dump in town.
All right, let's hit it.
As a dog and living in the bell tower like that, they got a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. And
certainly don't have to
all
recap.
That room, seeing as how they took out all the pews.
We could take up right where we left off.
They didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time.
Huddla, huddla. Here we
got up there, we found all the garbage in there, and we decided it'd be a friendly gesture for us to take the garbage down to the city dump. So we took the half a ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus, took shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, and headed on toward the city dump. Well, we got there, and there's a big sign and a chain across the dump saying closed on Thanksgiving, and we had never heard of a dump closed on Thanksgiving before, and with tears in our eyes, we drove off into the sunset looking for another place to put the garbage. We didn't find one. Till we came to a side road, and off the side of the side road was another 15-foot cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff was another pile of garbage. And we decided that one big pile is better than two little piles, and rather than bring that one up, we decided to throw ours down. All right. Drove back to the church, had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning when we got a phone call from Officer Obie.
O-B-I-E.
Said, kid, we found your name on an envelope at the bottom of a half a ton of garbage, and just wanted to know if you had any information about it. And I said, yes, sir, Officer Obie, cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope under that garbage.
See? It's really a lie.
Oh, that's terrific. That's terrific. Oh, they're just laughing and laughing. Holy.
By the way, still on the first page.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot.
5 pages.
I cannot tell a lie. I dropped the anchor and duct taped her and threw her off.
Threw her out of the fishing boat. I wasn't doing no fishing, and it was a boat, but I wasn't fishing, but it was still called a fishing boat. Couldn't rightly call it a wife-killing boat.
Oh, this is terrific. Well, we're going to have to...
Cannot tell a lie. The little one was in her womb when I threw her overboard. He said, Mr. Peterson, I need you to come down here and pick up that pile of garbage.
And we went into the room, and there was an empty crib, and there used to be something that was supposed to be in the crib. We blew a dust bunny out of the crib.
All right. Well, we're going to stop there for now. We're going to take a break. We got Drew Boogie mixing for us today, remixing. We got 15 minutes left on the song, and plenty of time left in the program.
I want to hear a funny song, Opie.
Well, just remember where we're at. The police found an envelope in the pile of garbage, and Arlo said that he put the envelope under the garbage.
Under that pile of garbage.
Do you know what's a funny song, though?
Huh?
I don't want us to forget this one.
What?
Because it's like a lot of big laughs.
Wow.
Big
Which one?
laughs.
Which one?
The Streak by Ray Stevens.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of laughs in that
song. My God. I could even... Oh, yes, they call it the Streak. Look at that, look at that. He likes to show off his physique.
No, his fastest thing on 2 feet.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think they said that later.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the order
And someone help us out on instant feedback. We're trying to remember who did that song where they put all the clips in it. The guy talks through it, and then there's clips of songs.
Dickie Freeman or...
I don't know. Someone can help us out with that. What was the one song that was in...
And then at the end of the streak, doesn't the old woman streaks? What's her name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they call him Chris Reeve. He don't even bat an eye when you break his feet. All right. Why?
Yeah, why? You
He's
did
dead.
it.
I don't know.
All right. Listen,
I want to hear this.
we're going to go to break with a little Thanksgiving stuff from Beavis and Butthead, and then Drew Boogie will mix us out of here.
And then the
Listen to
streak?
this. And we'll do some streak when we get
streak.
back. And we got the headline of the day. No one is beating this headline today in America. But we'll challenge you, America, and see if you got a better one in your paper. But first, this.
I think we're supposed to talk about Thanksgiving and stuff now.
Oh, yeah. You know, Butthead, I always thought Thanksgiving was a time when you're supposed to sit at home with your family and eat and watch TV and go to the bathroom. And what are all these people doing outside?
I think they're all homeless.
Really? All these people are homeless? Wow. You know, that sucks. Because it's like if they're homeless, why are they giving them a parade? They should be giving them food and a place to stay. A parade's not going to make them happy. It's like, I'm starving and I'm homeless and I've got no money, but oh, look, there's a Garfield balloon. Ah, that's very nice. Oh, yeah, I feel great. You know, it's just not right. These people, they have nothing. And,
Damn it, Beavis, what's your problem?
No, you know, it's like I don't understand it. It's like, how did these people get homeless anyways? I mean, what went wrong? Did they, like, lose their keys or something? Or did they just, like, forget, you know?
No, dumbass. They're all a bunch of lazy bums.
What? Oh, yeah, I see, yeah. Bums! I hope you enjoy your damn balloons. You ought to be begging for those balloons. You all just move along now. Come on. Go on home. Or go in the street. Like, disperse and stuff.
Now, we all know that Opie and Anthony Wow stickers are your tickets to seeing some beautiful bosoms.
Well, yeah.
Did you know that Wow stickers have many other uses?
I sliced out both my kidneys, and I patched up the wounds with Wow stickers.
But dude, how do you pee?
Oh, boy. Can't pee. This was incredibly nearsighted.
Get your official Opie and Anthony Wow stickers at opieandanthony.com.
Gotta go pee, can't go pee, gotta go pee, can't go pee, pee dance, gotta go pee, can't...
Opie and Anthony, XM202.
Oh, come and get it! Come and get it! Come and get it!
Give it up for Drew Boogie, man.
That's good stuff.
The day before we take a few days off, we always get Drew Boogie in here to liven up the show.
On this, your getaway day.
It's getaway day, everybody.
We ought to be doing traffic every 10 minutes, Opie.
All right.
People out around the nation.
Traffic blows.
Yeah. Coming into work, blows right about now.
It blows, okay?
No
Please
matter
don't
where you
play
are.
Alice anymore. No, we're going to play every single second of Alice's Restaurant today.
It's our tribute.
Piece by piece. We found Mr. Jaws, by the way, Anthony. Another song that was supposed to be funny.
Oh.
I don't know this song.
You
These
know
are
this
songs
song. This song.
They, for some reason, I don't know, was it the Attitude back in the 70s or something? That was this was hysterical. The radio stations played this multiple times a day. Every radio station. It was the rage. People talked about it. And laughed and laughed and laughed. What the hell were they thinking?
I don't
There's
know.
no relative comparison, that's why, because everything like on radio is probably soft and cute and awful.
This had something to do with Jaws Mania, though, too.
Jaws Mania, sweeping the nation.
Yeah, Jaws Mania was sweeping the nation, and so this song came out. And I guess we were supposed to laugh and laugh.
Laugh. The Streak. Another novelty, funny song.
Yeah, we found the streak, but we should play Mr. Jaws first.
Oh, yes.
Because there's a lot of goodness in this song.
Now, what this guy did was he would talk and then ask questions like an interviewer, and then the answers would be popular songs from the time that was going on. And that was his gig. That was his shtick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why don't we listen in here?
This was Jaws.
Hit it.
We are here on the beach where a giant shark has just eaten a girl swimmer. Well, Mr. Jaws, how was it?
All right. I don't think I'm going to make it through this.
I'm getting the douche chills.
I really don't think I'm going to be able to make it through this. Wow. All right, can we agree not to look at each other during this? Because I'm really having a hard time.
That was pretty funny, though.
Shut up!
Chill. Start it over.
No!
No, I want to hear the JJ thing, because he's like talking to him, but he's not really there.
All right, let's hit it again.
Oh, no.
We are here on the beach where a giant shark has just eaten a girl swimmer. Well, Mr. Jaws, how was it? And what did she say when you grabbed her?
Please, mister, please.
I know sharks are stupid, but what did you think when you took that first bite?
How sweet it is.
Mr. Jaws, before you swim out to sea, have you anything else to say?
What do you think so far?
Look.
It's funny.
I have to leave. I have to leave the studio. I cannot be in the same room as this song.
It's a funny song. It's like the clips are like, but they're not really there.
Shut up!
I smell bit.
No.
I am the greatest at smelling bits, and I smell
Have
bits.
you smelt one out? You're like a truffle-smelling pig.
I smell
Rifles around and...
bit. I smell bit.
What are you sniffing out here?
We have very, very, very talented listeners out there.
And after a year and a few months, you'd think one of them would have called or sent something in. But I guess we just have to deal with the ones that do send things in.
Yes, but I smell bit. There's a lot of great
You
things.
want people to do this?
Yeah, there's a lot of great things that have happened on this program in the last year or so. You got to get the voice just right with Mr. Jaws.
Hey, Mr. Jaws.
And maybe tell a little story about the Opie and Anthony program.
We're here in the O&A studios.
Right, and then use lyrics from songs.
From popular songs?
Popular songs, old songs, I don't give a crap.
That's from a little movie called Help a Rascal, 2005.
I smell bit.
Jimmy, you're looking a little sick today. Problem? AIDS. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. Everyone has AIDS. There you go. There's a little starter for you.
A little starter kit. We'll do a little starter kit for you. But I smell bit.
That's pretty funny, though. Can't we be friends? That was the Shark's answer.
Right.
But it was a popular song.
Yes, as I get up to choke you.
Why?
Shut up.
Let's say hi to Lucky the trucker. Lucky.
Lucky.
You guys are killing me. You're keeping me awake. Hey, I was wondering how Dirty Dee Dee's handling all this traffic. She's on XM traffic. Punching out.
Big day for the traffic
we're trying to get Dee Dee on the phone today because she's
day.
very busy with the traffic reports. But
hey, is that Neil Diamond?
Yeah, Neil Diamond is on
Love on the Rocks.
The early show.
Ain't no surprise. Pour me a drink and I'll tell you some lies. They come into America. All the dirty mud people. We have to deal with them in America. Oh, filthy ragheads drive our cabs when we live in fucking America. Our country, 'tis of thee.
Today, he puts the fucking, what is that? What is that? The one, the Star Spangled Banner, the My Country, 'Tis of Thee, Sweet Land of Liberty.
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends?
Why? Because you're black and I'm white.
Traveling far.
Sorry, Drew. I had to go there. Notice I didn't look you in the eye, though.
Without a star, welfare. We'll be sucking up welfare.
Yeah, they just want free. Free everything. Look at him. He's looking good these days, isn't he? Look at Neil Diamond.
He looks terrific.
What song is he singing, I wonder?
Probably this.
We don't give a crap.
Oh, Opie, I like him.
We want to get back to Mr. Jaws, but I smell bit.
Dynamite.
Just imagine what the listeners will come up. A little story and using, clips of songs.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
It's an homage.
Hopefully we'll get some in very, very soon. Let's go back to Mr. Jaws by Dick Goodman. I have to do that? All right.
Funny.
With me now is the local sheriff. Sheriff Brody, the shark will be back for lunch. What do you intend to do? Just arriving is oceanographer Matt Hooper. Sir, if someone is attacked by a shark, what should they do? We are going aboard the fishing boat of Captain
Why
Quint.
would you do the
Captain,
hustle?
will you be able to catch this giant shark?
I will.
Thank you, Captain. Captain, when you catch one of these sharks, what do you feel like?
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Why? Just sighted the shark again. He's coming straight for us. Captain Quint is shouting something at him.
Get your baby one of these nights.
Hey, Jaws, the captain says he's going to catch you. What do you think of that? Uh-oh, here he comes again. They've hit him. Mr. Jaws, why doesn't anything seem to hurt you? He's coming right onto the boat. Mr. Jaws, why are you grabbing my hand?
Wouldn't you give your hand to a friend?
No, wait. Mr. Jaws, that's not the way this record is supposed to end. Help! Help!
Oh, water sound effect. I cannot convey to you what a huge success hit that was.
That song was massive.
That thing, whatever it was.
What year did that come out there, Hawk? Let's look on the master computer.
And my Bruce Springsteen and Neil Diamond are not the same. Thad Scott, you're being banned.
Yeah, just
right
enjoy.
now.
Ban him, ban. Good boy.
It doesn't matter what year it came out.
Why is Mr. Jaws? Why are you wearing a robe and coughing? Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Here's the story.
We could redo the original song too.
I think we should
make it a little fancier.
With the awful songs, all those songs that he played were hits of the day. Those are all the big hit songs that were out when he was putting that together. Wow.
Well, we'll see what the listeners come up with.
Do the hustle.
Well, that's what you're going to do. What are you going to do when a shark comes?
Yeah, you do the hustle. Well, because you got no chance. You might as well have a little fun.
Do the hustle.
Sure.
All right, well, that was wonderful, huh?
But I want to have some laughs, dude.
All right, hold on one second.
I need a funny song.
Here's a guy, Matt from Florida. He guarantees he can beat our headline here in New York.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, Matt.
It just has to do with a taser and a naked man.
Oh, yep, I read that one.
Yeah, what's the headline, though? We're talking about headlines.
Yeah, the headline, naked man tasered in the genitals.
Yeah, naked man tasered in genitals.
That's a good headline.
Ouch.
It happened. I emailed Steve the story. It happened up about 20 miles from us, so.
Yeah, we got the audio, actually. Let's listen in here.
Several people called 911 Saturday after seeing a man walking around the Holiday Inn on Fort Myers Beach totally nude. 2 women say Jeremy Miljor came up to them, asking them to touch him. After they refused, one saw Miljor try to break into an apartment, smashing out a window. When deputies arrived, they say Miljor became even more aggressive. Deputy Daniel Hollywood pulled out his taser and fired it at him, with one of the probes attaching to his genitals. Despite the 50,000 volts, deputies say Miljor continued to attack them.
What did he say?
So Deputy
It's
Hollywood
electric.
sent another 50,000 volts through the probe. Miljor finally gave up, but then paramedics had to take him to the hospital to have the probes removed.
Officer, what did you do? Shock the monkey.
Wow, you went there. Wow.
Wait, the thing I want to know is, what a bad dude are you when you fight with 50,000 volts of electricity in your cock?
You bad Leroy Brown.
He has electricity in his cock crown. Looks just like old King Kong. We are
better than Patrice O'Neill.
Matt?
Yes, sir.
That's a good one.
All right, punch it out, guys.
All right, thank you, sir.
Jesus. That's a tough dude, man.
That's a good one. Let's say hi to Lonnie in North Carolina. Lonnie.
Hey, guys, how y'all doing?
Hey, boy and girl name, how are you?
All right. Hey, little Jimmy, I was you on this song, man. I'm 38 years old, and I remember this song like it was played yesterday.
Wait, which song?
Awesome song. The Jaws song.
No, Aunt remember.
I remember it from
sure.
when I was a little kid growing up.
For me, it was The Streak. For him, it was this one.
Yeah, The Streak.
Well, we could play The Streak as well.
Oh,
today.
well, they call it this. There's too many laughs. If you play The Streak now, too many laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember The Streak, too. That was a pretty cool song.
I swear to God, because I always wanted to be a performer, I used to pretend I was singing it because I thought it was funny.
You used to...
Dude, I really thought Ray Stevens was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I think my parents still have the album.
The little 45.
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
all right. Thank you, Lonnie.
Oh, there's Pat from Moonachie. Look, they're focusing on Pat because he's like the real card here.
What are they eating today? Oh, turkey? As
and
much
what,
turkey as they
piece
can?
of turkey on his head.
Oh, my God. We're getting this
audio
audio?
on the media.
We're getting audio, right?
Well, I mean, turkey.
Oh, my God. He looks like a freak.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
No, actually, I'd like to see Pat on the other end.
Let's say hi to Sonny Forelli and No Filter Paul teaming up today here in New York City to do an assault on the media. Hey, guys.
Hey, boys.
What's
How
up?
you doing? Good. Well, CBS 2 just spotted us and decided to kill their shot.
Ah.
Yeah. They were out there, and then there was some finger pointing, and isn't that the guy? Blah blah blah. Is this some guy? Hold on a second. I'm on the radio right now, buddy. Hold on a second. I'm on the radio. Hold on. Jesus. Your doorman is a fucking ass down here.
Yeah, he's the worst.
The fucking asshole. He says you can't be in the lobby on the phone. What a dick. Fucking asshole.
All right, why don't you come up and tell the story then?
Well, we can send someone down to come get us because we haven't got a car to come in.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, thank you. We'll see you in a minute.
All right, bye.
We'll send Mr. Jaws down there.
I guess Sonny Forelli's checking out the show today because he won one of the assault on the media contests.
Great.
And he won 2 in a row, I guess, so he's checking out the show. And No Filter Paul came in to say hi to him, and then they saw that there were live shots going on in New York City, so they ran out to try to do one, and they failed miserably.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hear the streak?
This one I used to think was really funny.
Of course. We're not playing Disco Duck.
That was great. You know what's funny, too? The rapping Duke.
No, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Duke.
That always made me laugh, too.
Disco Duck.
Yeah, I do
remember that one?
Yes, I do.
It was in Saturday Night Fever, actually, when Tony Manero walked into the dance rehearsal place, and all the old people were learning disco to Disco Duck. Remember that one? No. Movie's great.
I want to hear Disco Chicken as it was sung in Germany.
Mr. Motherfucker from whackbag.com. What's up?
Yeah, I got two headlines that might be able to top yours.
Okay.
There's one from the Tennessean. Murfreesboro man freezes, I believe it was 104 cats.
Mm-hmm. Well, we didn't do 104.3.
And this one from the Northwestern in Oshkosh, it was Cleaver case back on track, teen accused of drowning newborn.
That's more news. That's more informative.
Yeah, all right.
That's not intended to be clever. I mean, it's really funny.
All right, we're distracted because No Filter Paul has arrived back at the studio. All right, thanks, Mr. Motherfucker.
All right, later.
Oh, yes.
You want me to read the headline here in New York?
All right.
And then we'll get into Mr. Streak.
Okay.
Please. We're all over the place today, but it's the day before Thanksgiving. We don't really care. Hope you're enjoying this. The headline in New York, no one's going to beat this in the entire country today. The headline reads, priests must go 3 years gay-free.
Gay-free. 3 years, no cock. For 3 years. That's a ruling?
That's the headline. Priests must go 3 years gay-free.
What's their criteria for gay-free? No nuzzling? Or do you have to have a cock in your ass?
And I'm wondering if they're going to test them.
Yeah, how do you test that out? Smell their...
You smell their breath. You smile if there's a tadpole tail in your teeth. You're probably guilty. Or they throw soap down. If you immediately go to get it, you're a fag.
Well, this is coming from the Vatican, Anthony. Vatican City. The Vatican says homosexuals who are sexually active or support gay culture are unwelcome in the priesthood unless they have overcome their homosexual tendencies for at least 3 years.
Overcome. They make it like it's one of them switches.
Do they have meetings? Hi, I'm Father Frank, and I'm a cocksucker. Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
It's been 3 years and 2 months since I licked a helmet.
AA meeting for cock. What's your story?
I came really close. I saw a guy in the urinal. I made the yummy noise, but I called my sponsor.
From the 12-inch program?
Wow. Well, this is the long-awaited document. It's scheduled to be released by the Vatican on November 29th and was posted on the Internet yesterday by the Italian Catholic News Agency. The document said that their church, while deeply respecting the people in question, cannot admit to the seminary and the sacred orders those who practice homosexuality, present deeply rooted homosexual tendencies, or support so-called gay culture.
Wow.
The document said that if candidates for the priesthood have only homosexual tendencies, such as in the case of an unfinished adolescence, those tendencies must be clearly overcome for at least 3 years before ordination as a deacon.
So if you're jacking in bed with a friend, like Rich Voss told that story, you got to wait 3 years after that?
You got to wait 3 years. You got to be gay-free for 3 years, and then they'll consider you for the priesthood.
Imagine if you get close. What happened? I blew it.
No one's beating that headline today.
That's good.
That's the good one. Get it. Headline.
Headline.
All right. What are we doing?
Where were we? Streak.
All right. Let's go back to the streak here. You really like this song growing up, Jimmy? You're not kidding?
When I was very young, I would put on my laughing hat.
Oh, yeah.
And I really wished I was singing. I forget what parts I thought were, like, really cool.
Again, this was giant.
It was
another
massive.
Song that was massive. It would be played every day. You would hear it probably 5 times a day just in casual listening.
Look at that, look at that.
Hey, look at that. My favorite part, though. Any song with a wacky sound effect in it, it's great.
Here it is.
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was standing over there by the tomatoes, and here he come, running through the pole beans, through the fruits and vegetables, naked as a jaybird. And I hollered over to Ethel, I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" And it's too late. She'd already been in since.
Here comes.
Boogie dad, boogie dad.
There goes.
Boogie dad, boogie dad.
And he ain't wearing no clothes.
Oh, yes,
they call him the street. Fastest thing on 2 feet.
Fastest thing on 2 feet.
He's just as proud as he can be of his anatomy. He gonna give us a peek.
He was the father of American family. Now he has HIV.
Oh, yes, they call him Robert Reed.
Just can't get off his knees. And instead of like a wacky horn, you have like a family going.
His weight is down to 73.
It all comes back to that. He said, "Where's my ROBE?"
Let's listen to a little more here.
Oh, yes, they call him the street. He likes to show off his physique. If there's an audience to be found, he'll be streaking around, inviting public critique. This is your Action News reporter once again, and we're here at the gas station. Pardon me, sir, did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was just in here getting my tires checked, and he disappeared out of the traffic. Come streaking around the grease right there. Didn't have nothing on but a smile. I looked in there, and Ethel was getting her cold drink. I hollered, "Don't look, Ethel!" And it's too late. She'd already been mooned. Flashed her right there in front of the shop absorber.
He ain't rude.
Boogity, boogity.
He ain't loose.
Boogity, boogity.
He's just in the mood to run in the news.
Oh, yes, they call him the street. He likes to turn the other cheek. He's always making the news, wearing just his tennis shoes. Guess you could call him unique.
He's always making the news. You know, it's run by the juice. Try how about that one?
Once again, your Action News reporter in the booth at the gym covering the disturbance at the basketball playoff. Pardon me, sir, did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. Hey, I was just going down there to get Ethel a snow cone. Here he come, right out of the cheap seat, dribbling, right down the middle of the court. Didn't have on nothing but his PA. Made a hook shot and got out through the concession stand. I hollered up at Ethel. I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" It was too late. She'd already got a free shot. Grandstand. Right there in front of the home table.
Well, yes, they call him the street.
Here comes again.
Who's that with him? Ethel. Is that you, Ethel? He's just as proud as he can be. What do you think you're doing? He gonna give us you get your toes out.
It gets really funny because now Ethel is streaking.
Ethel, where you go? He likes to show off his disease. Ethel, you shake that pussy. If there's an audience to be found, you'll be streaking around, inviting public.
He put his cock in a bad place. Now he's got sores on his face.
The streak is not nearly as bad as that Jaws song.
Equally as bad.
No, I say the streak is actually a good song.
Yeah, the Jaws song is definitely worse.
Streak is at least well written.
Well written.
Yeah, the lines are okay. It's just, dated.
It is a little dated, isn't it?
A little bit.
Wasn't streaking all the rage?
Yeah, he likes to turn the other cheek. Guy fucking runs naked through a grease pit. You got to respect that. Guy's in a Jiffy Lube whacking his bag. He sees Ethel. He's like, I want to show her my cock and balls. What do you think of them apples, fella? Fucking Ethel looks.
Ethel loved it.
Right.
Let's say hi to Wayne in Alaska. Wayne?
Yeah.
Hey, Wayne.
How y'all doing, man?
Hello, Wayne.
We're all right, man.
What's up, Opie, Anthony?
Hey, man.
What up?
Hey, sweetie.
Hello.
Great.
Birthday.
Hi.
Look at this guy. Boy, what's up with the air in Alaska?
Oh, it's cold, man. Cold, like 10 below.
10 below. That's nothing.
I was thinking to myself a while ago, if y'all was wanting to get out of the cold, I'd like to get out of the cold, too. I'll be headed back down stateside for long.
Where are you from, Juneau, Tennessee? You don't sound Alaskan.
Texas. I was born and raised in Texas.
Oh, you are? Okay. See, I'm good with that. I pick up the accent.
I just want to tell you what a hell of a job y'all doing, man. Y'all just funny as hell, man.
Thank you, man.
Funny as hell.
Thank you, man.
Y'all doing an excellent job.
And we care why.
Opie!
Thank you, Alaska.
All right, Alaska.
You're welcome, boys.
See ya.
Y'all be good.
It's not every day we get a call from Alaska. Thank you, Wayne.
What does he have to say? Stone Cold!
All right, see you later, seal fucker.
You think the listeners will do that bit for us?
Of course they will.
I hope so. That could be the new bit. We haven't had a new bit for the listeners to really jump on in a while.
Oh, no, say this is so Ethel.
Clothes on.
Fastest thing with flame shoes.
Hey, you guys want to go back to Alice's restaurant?
Oh, yes, they call him Steve C.
Oh, I can't think of a small thing. Fuck.
Where were we in the Alice's Restaurant song, Anthony? We promised that we'd play the whole thing
we
today.
had just told the officer that we had put the envelope under the pile of garbage.
Oh, that's right.
That's where we were.
So...
Speaking of Officer Obie.
Right. I cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope under the garbage, right?
Yeah.
So he's about to get in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble with the law.
For littering?
Littering, yes.
Let's go back to Alice's Restaurant.
After speaking over for about 45 minutes on the telephone, we finally arrived at the truth of the matter and said that we had to go down and pick up the garbage and also had to go down and speak to him at the police officer station. So we got in a red VW microbus with the shovels and rakes and implements of destruction headed on toward the police officer station. Now, friends, there was only one or two things that Obie could have done at the police station, and the first was that he could have given us a medal for being so brave and honest on the telephone, which wasn't very likely. And
but he's a stinking pig.
And another thing was that he could have bawled us out and told us never to be seen driving garbage around the vicinity again, which is what we expected. But when we got to the police officer station, there was a third possibility that we hadn't even counted upon, and we was both immediately arrested, handcuffed. And I said, Obie, I don't think I can pick up the garbage with these handcuffs on. He said, shut up, kid. Get in the back of the patrol car, and that's what we did. We sat in the back of the patrol car and drove to the, quote, scene of the crime, unquote. I want to tell you about the town of Stockbridge, Massachusetts, where this happened here. They got 3 stop signs, 2 police officers and 1 police car. But when we got to the scene of the crime, there was 5 police officers and 3 police cars. Seeing the biggest crime of the last 50 years, and everybody wanted to get in the newspaper story about it.
Did I mention they also had a yield sign and a watch out for kids crossing the street sign? They had just painted the double yellow line on the street, and the paint was still wet, so we made sure we didn't drive upon it. Shut up. Shut up. This song is another one that's just in real time. Everything in real time.
I got out and walked and passed some faggot in a hybrid vehicle.
Oh, my God.
You can have all the honey and porn you want.
Awful Me from wagbag.com checking in on the instant feedback. Lots of comments coming in. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. I want Alice to leave a hickey on my taint. That song blows. Very nice. Should we play just a little bit more of the song? All right. Hit it, Eric.
Time of the last 50 years, and everybody wanted to get in the newspaper story about it. And they was using up all kinds of cop equipment that they had hanging around the police officer station. They was taking plaster, tire track, footprints, dog-smelling prints, and they took 27 8x10 color glossy photographs with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. Took pictures of the approach, the getaway, the northwest corner, the southwest corner, and that's not to mention the aerial photography.
Ha 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 ha. Aerial
After
photography.
the ordeal, we went back to the jail. Obie said he was going to put us in the cell. Said, kid, I'm going to put you in the cell. I want your wallet and your belt.
That's a what? Do I sing for
I
NXS?
understand you want my wallet, so I don't have any money to spend in the cell, but what do you want my belt for? And it said, kid, we don't want any hangings. Said, Obie, did you think I was going to hang myself for littering? Obie said he was making sure, and friends Obie was, because he took out the toilet seat so I couldn't hit myself over the head and drown. And he took out the toilet paper so I couldn't bend the bars, roll the toilet paper out the window, slide down the roll and have an escape. Obie was making sure, and it was about 4 or 5 hours later that Alice, remember Alice? The song about Alice. Alice came by and with a few nasty words to Obie on the side, bailed us out of jail. We went back to the church, had another Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, and didn't get up until the next morning when we all had to go to court.
Holy shit.
Can you believe
shit.
that they play this?
We're only 6 minutes in. We're a quarter of the way done. Well, a third of the way done.
So the guy that called in and you said you kind of enjoy this and it reminds you of Thanksgiving, I hope you choked to death 5 minutes into it.
If you went to a record company today and sang this horse shit to them, they would think you were insane.
By the way, that's only about halfway through the second of 5 pages.
Yeah, no.
It just...
This is rambling, unpoignant dreck.
Dreck, very nice.
It's dreck.
Chris from Boston, hey, Professor Anthony, there was another awful parody song in the 70s. It was called Eugene. It was sung by this guy putting on an awful Italian guinea voice, and the chorus was, I'm Eugene, I'm a cool dude in a loose mood.
I don't remember that one.
He asked, please tell me you know it.
I know, shut up in your face.
That was... Oh, excuse me. I thought somebody... Let me just make sure this didn't just happen. For a minute there, I thought of Shut Up in Your Face, which is the type of song that just makes me want to fucking cut my own throat. And then you said the name of the song, and I thought somebody in this room said the name of the artist without blinking. I could be wrong.
Could it be possible?
Yeah, I knew it.
How did you know it?
I don't know.
Big song when you were working at PLJ?
No, he's already knew it. He hasn't made that 3-year mark yet.
Yeah, that qualifies. That could keep you out of the church, sir.
Well, you got to start over.
Start over.
I just said Lou Monte. Do you have that? Do you have Shut Up in Your Face?
All right, let's say hi to Mike in New Hampshire as E-Rock tries to find that. Mike? Mikey! Hey. Oh, you had a good one, too. Sometimes
they get away.
Sometimes they just...
Look at walking carpet. This is torture, you lazy bastards. I'm not being lazy. You play it and you almost get hypnotized.
You know how many laughs we've given you so far today?
Yeah.
4. I say
4. Count them.
All right, what do we got?
Not in there.
Oh,
Why?
That's too bad. It's not.
Oh.
It's not in there.
I thought they had told us that every single song you could possibly imagine was in the system
in the
at XM.
The master computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was another one? There were so many of those stupid fucking songs back then.
Oh.
God.
I liked Rappin' Rodney myself. That was a song that was funny.
Oh.
Pretty bad.
That was a good one.
Really bad.
Kidney-shaped pool with a stone in it. Rodney.
I loved
Rodney.
I loved Rappin' Rodney.
I tell you I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape. So I don't get a break with nothing. I played hide and seek when I was 3.
No respect. No respect.
Why, they wouldn't even look for me.
No respect. No respect.
I was an ugly kid. I never had fun.
No respect. No respect.
They took me to a dog show and I won.
No respect. No respect.
When I was born, I brought no joy.
No respect. No respect.
My old man said he wanted a boy.
No respect. No respect.
I was an ugly kid, always alone.
No respect. No respect.
Halloween, I had a trick-or-treat over the phone.
No respect. No respect.
Friends don't call, my phone don't ring. I don't get a break with anything.
What's the matter, Rodney?
Death, where is my sting?
It's just Rappin' Rodney. Ain't wrapped too tight, no.
Wow.
Rappin' Rodney. Get out of sight. It's just Rappin' Rodney. Make no mistake, poor old Rappin' Rodney. Can't get a break.
I put the pussy in its place, and right before I nut, I pull it out into the face and tell the bitch to keep sucking and prepare herself for her first butt fucking.
That's NWA.
Rodney does some fucking Ghetto Boys.
Oh, that was Ghetto Boys?
Same thing.
I'm sorry.
Or,
same guys.
Yeah.
So I said washing machine door. He's rapping Richard.
We should do rapping Richard. We're just doing a show meeting live on the air today.
It's a barn-shaped pool with horse teeth in it. He's rapping Richard.
Rapping Richard. No dignity. No dignity.
Can you imagine?
Oh, hands like turtle feet. He's...
Brand new jokes, I only have a few. I'm the only tattooed Jew.
No respect. That is awful.
That really is terrible. Rapping Richard. What rhymes with 1978 BMW purchase? Asshole you are.
Eugene might be by Crazy Joe and the Variable Speed Band. I'm trying to find Eugene today. What about the King Tut song? Yeah, that was another one that was supposed to be funny, right?
Wow, is that bad? That's actually on my iPod because I uploaded the whole whole Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Some of his stuff is like mildly amusing in hindsight, but that shit does not hold up.
King Tut.
That whole fucking CD does not hold up.
You got it? Oh. But again, huge hit.
Cornball.
Why?
Now, when he was a young man, he never thought he'd see people stand in line to see the boy king. How'd you get so funky? Did you do the monkey?
This is horrid.
It's fucking awful.
Now, if I'd known they'd line up just to see him, I'd taken all my money and bought me a museum. Buried with a donkey.
What?
He's my favorite honky.
If you don't pause that, Hawk, I'm going to kick your throat. Dumb Hawk. He didn't pause the song, got a mouthful of sneaker, King Hawk.
We could play the Turkey song by Adam Sandler today.
How'd you get so stupid? Stupid Hawk.
Fucking, first of all, King Tut was not a honky, you irrelevant asshole with an arrow through your head. He was black. So fucking donkey doesn't rhyme. That song is it's embarrassingly bad, and so is that whole stupid fucking almost biggest comedy album of all time CD.
Huge.
It's corny.
Huge.
All right, we're going to step aside and we'll get
cat
back to...
handcuffs? I bought a pair of cat handcuffs.
We'll get back
Did
to...
you?
We'll get back to Arlo Guthrie.
A cat was misbehaving? Was he?
Did you?
Really?
Shit. Dickie Goodman did a shitty Watergate song. Is there a Watergate song by him? In the same style as the Jaws song?
Yeah, I think it was the follow-up hit. He did a couple of them.
Was it?
Yeah, it was good, man.
It would be the
It was
first
terrific.
one. What? Mr. President?
I'm guessing,
Is it him?
Says him.
Well...
Let's give it a shot, Hawk.
Gotta be, then.
Let's give it a whirl before we get our hair pulled.
Yeah, let's see if it is.
Oh, you're panicking.
What did you do? Wow, are you tripping?
What are you doing with your fucking... Why do you have a Band-Aid on your finger?
Cut my finger open.
Cut your finger doing what? I don't know. Besides not working. Hurry up, get the song.
He's a stupid twat. Balls have covered with icy hot.
E-rock.
Stupid E-rock.
E-rock.
Hit it.
And now for the news, we take you to the White House. Mr. President, have you any statement regarding Watergate? How would you describe the Watergate incident? Mr. President, what were you doing at the time the incident took place?
Drinking wine, drinking wine.
And how do you feel about it now?
Here I am, stuck in the middle.
Mr. President, what will your position be from now on?
No more, Mr. Nice Guy. No more, Mr. Please.
This is 1973. What will you be saying at election time in 1976?
It's been 3 long years, do you still want me?
Just arriving is the First Lady. How would you describe the President?
She's a free and gentle flower.
This is so bad. With me now is John Snitchell. And Mr. Snitchell, who do you believe was responsible for Watergate? In a phone call, Mrs. Snitchell had this to say.
He's the funkiest worm in the world.
Here with me is John Bean. Sir, how do you think the President will wind up at the end of all this?
Reeling in the years, stowing away the time.
This is even worse than the Jaws one.
What do you feel you have going in your favor?
I knew Jesus before he was a superstar.
Have you any final message for the American people?
This better be over. What?
This record is not over. The Vice President has just arrived. Sir, can you tell us who will be the next President of the United States?
Not only that, he got everything wrong.
The worst part about that song, besides the devoid of humor aspect, is that it was the follow-up, and he figured it'd be hit number 2.
No, that had to be beforehand. It was 73.
Oh, yeah, 73.
Jaws came out in like 76.
So someone said, that song is so good, we're going to allow you to make another one.
We'll make another one.
Or unless he just put it after that and put 73.
No, because then he wouldn't. He would have known that the Vice President, Spiro Agnew, never became president.
You're right, okay. Well, I don't. What's the guy's name?
Dick Goodman. Dick Goodman. I think he's dead, by the way.
Let's hope so. and let's hope it was prostate cancer, which developed in his gums.
Chester's Liver from whackbag.com. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Can I get some broth to go? I have to go walk my friend's poodle. It won't be long now. All right, we're going to do the old regroup. And we'll continue with the Opie and Anthony program. Before we get to Drew Boogie, we got this WOW line, Anthony. Whip 'em out Wednesday. It's working quite nicely around America. You get a WOW sticker on your car. And there are boobs out there, yes. Well, there's ladies out there that will flash you if they see the WOW on your truck or your car. And then we got this little line that you could call and tell us about it. Let's see what's going on the WOW line.
WOW across America. True tales from the road.
Real people, real stories, real boobs.
I was by Toledo, Ohio tonight, and this chick, she come up next to me, and she had some big old hooters. It took 2 hands to hold them hooters up. Hey man, I'm in Jamesville, Wisconsin, and it's about 11:30 at night. I don't know what the fuck day it is, but my fucking car's got a WOW sticker, and this chick showed me her tits. Fucking tits look like sandbags, dude. This is brutal. Driving across Missouri on I-70. I get this girl from a WOW sticker back there, but she had some tits, and when she pulled them out of the she was holding 2 hot taffy bars in her hand. It wasn't pretty, but hey, it's a tits.
If you get wowed, call the Opie and Anthony WOW line, 866-WOW-ME-05.
And if you need a WOW sticker, go to opieandanthony.com.
Very proud of my big tip.
Yes, suck it. Yes, suck
suck it.
Oh, you're very naughty. Yes. Oh, you're very naughty. Yes. Very naughty. Yes.
Suck it.
Oh, you're very naughty.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
But can I honestly say anybody rips me off? I mean, when I hear the same exact bits done, that's how I say it.
I mean, what about wow? That's totally their idea.
Oh, there you go. Okay. There's something new.
Well, and then...
There's something new. You know what? I used to do that in Washington, D.C. Tell him, Fred. I used to have people tie bandanas around their cars so that women would take their clothes off in the cars. Dude, get with it.
All right, well, I mean...
Give me an original idea.
Well,
Come on.
I mean, I know.
I used to have my listeners tie a bandana around their car. I mean, I've done it all.
What about going off on... I totally know that's you.
All right, okay, whatever. I got to go. Please, I don't really want to get into a discussion like this.
So delusional.
That is really funny. Someone found the clip.
Yeah, that's something we couldn't play on the old show because of the gag order that he placed on us.
How do you tie a bandana around your car? That's a great one. That's a big bandana.
What's the matter? My car has cancer.
People throwing frisbees to their cars, jumping, grab it.
God, just showing your age, man. You can't even tie bandanas to antennas anymore.
An antenna.
It's all hippied out. You honk the horn, it's like beep, beep.
Dude.
Honk, dude.
He's so delusional.
Oh, man.
Just admit it. Wow is such an original idea.
I invented everything. I've done it all. He even said, I've done it all. Wow.
Even the stuff that's going to be invented, I did already.
There's no original
I went into a time machine
Everyone
and I already did it.
Killed himself.
Right.
I've done it all. I was the first one to do anything. Marconi ripped me off, Robin. Remember the, what was that thing called? .. Morse code. It was Howard code earlier. The guy ripped me off. I invented SOS. Robin. What a complete jackass. He's the guy. Wow. Wow. He invented wow. And it had nothing to do with Whip 'em Out Wednesday or wow. It was tying a bandana around your car. Thank you, Howard.
And what were we supposed to do if you saw...
I don't know. He didn't really explain it very well.
Of course he's not going to explain.
If someone had a bandana tied around their car somehow, girls would get naked in the car? Was that what it wasn't even flash. Yeah, girls would get naked. They're driving, taking their clothes off, crashing into a butt, Mr. Robin. I invented traffic accidents.
A bandana around an antenna. That reminds me of something else I've heard. It's called a fucking flag. That's not exactly somebody's fucking invention.
I invented that, Robin. They say Betsy Ross did that. I sewed the stars on. Ooh, it was all me.
I don't care. I don't care. I honestly don't care.
I don't care. I invented the bandana machine.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
The Opie and Anthony Show, XM 202.
You gotta love that. Drew Boogie in-house today, helping us out. We're kind of screwing off the day before Thanksgiving. Of course. Making it up as we go along. Let's say hi to Justin in Washington. Justin.
Hi.
Hey, Justin.
Barely hear him.
Justin?
Yeah?
What's up?
Not much. Just thought I'd say I love your show. Hope you guys keep it up.
We'll try.
Well, we're planning on not keeping it up, actually.
How long you been listening, Justin?
About 5 months.
Oh, cool, man. Where are you from?
Ellensburg.
Oh, yeah. What's the best bit you've heard on our show since listening?
Wait, before you ask
to
about
us?
Justin, let me ask seriously. Are you still right?
Yeah.
And then,
Wow. A gassy young man.
All right, Justin.
Yeah.
How many minutes you got on your cell phone?
Don't know. Haven't looked yet.
All right.
I'm not worried.
All right. Thank you, sir. It was a wonderful phone call. Thank you.
Okay. I guess the best part was you guys' bit about the JetBlue. Making fun about that.
Actually, we were wasting time. We really didn't care. I was just setting up the Jim Norton fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell people that I'm kind of hooked on MySpace, and I met a girl yesterday.
Oh, really,
MySpace.
Jimmy?
Yes.
And?
She was nice. We didn't hook up or anything. We just kind of hung out, but we she thought, I swear to God, she was 19, and she's like, how old are you? I'm like, well, how old do you think I am? And she's like, 22. She thought I was 22, and she thought I was 5'10".
What?
What? I don't know. I don't know. I was like, what are you thinking? I was like looking for a dog to pet. I don't lie. I don't lie. I mean, that says I'm 37, but she thought I was 22.
That's something.
Yeah. That's the whole story.
All
we
right.
didn't even kiss. No smooching.
We're gonna bail on the rest of Alice's restaurant, right?
Of course.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
I'm going to fight for this.
We've proven.
I want more Alice's restaurant.
We barely made it to page 2, and we just can't. We just can't do it.
I want some Alice in Restaurant laughs.
We have
It
proven
goes on and
stinks.
on and on.
How about the
and
chorus?
on.
Can we hear the chorus?
I don't think it ever gets to a chorus.
It did it already.
Yeah, at the beginning of the song, right?
No, Jimmy.
This song does suck. Kids and villages and being a litter bug. All right.
But they'll be playing it tomorrow.
Q1043 should be fucking firebombed for playing this. Can they not be predictable? How about going, that song blows, we're not playing it?
Shut up. That's why satellite radio is so cool.
Oh, you're right.
We're unpredictable.
I think Elo's given his own channel to Alice's Restaurant. They should play it once through the whole year. And when it finishes, they'll change it. Get it? Long song.
All right, we got the husband. He spoke on morning TV.
The husband of the hottie?
The hottie, the Christina Applegate teacher that was
Did you just
fucking
cry?
a 14-year-old.
I was just going to say that. Here's the audio.
So hot, kids.
Why would you show your face? He wasn't getting the job done at home. All right.
Do you think she's at risk to offend again?
You know, I don't know that she is. And, now that she can't teach, I don't know that she'll have an opportunity to have contact with, younger children. I'm not really sure.
Her lawyers were planning an insanity defense. Was she insane at the time?
No, she wasn't insane. I mean, she had some mental problems she was being treated for. But, insane. I mean,
Play her off as the lunatic. Yeah. That's good. She had some mental
Is that her husband?
problems. I'm just trying to be a nice fucking guy here. Marry the fucking retard. And she goes fucking kids on me.
No, this guy is covering his own ass.
Yeah?
Because everyone's looking at him like, man, dude, what's wrong with you that you couldn't keep this,
what do you got to
satisfied?
Turn your friggin' hot wife to 14-year-old boys.
I want to I think this is the way the audio should have gone. Can we just play the reporter's question? So I can one question for the reporter.
Right.
I'll be him.
How far back do I have
to
go?
No, Opie, no. Whatever one you want to. The last question.
No. The last question?
Dude, who am I?
All right, I'll try. I don't know.
I'm him, and I'm on the Today Show.
All right, get ready.
Younger children. I'm
Who's
not
this talking
really sure.
while it's my turn?
Her lawyers were planning an insanity defense. Was she insane at the
She's a cunt! She's a cunt! A cunt! I hope she dies. Cunt!
Thank you, sir.
That's all he should say on television. It's all I'd say.
Well, now I got to back up. Maybe I'll stop it again. You never know.
I'm not really sure.
Her lawyers were planning an insanity defense. Was she insane?
She's a baby fucker! She embarrassed me in front of everybody. Cunt! All I did was love her and buy her things, and she fucks a child.
Yeah, let me hear that question one more time.
Sure. All right.
Sure.
Her lawyers were planning an insanity defense. Was she insane?
Everybody, get into it. Get stoked, get retarded.
Yeah, I'm doing
Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here.
Oh, here's what...
should I go back?
No, because the question, I have to rephrase the question.
Yeah.
Why do you think there was child fucking? Banana, hey! Banana.
The comment from the judge.
Is that supposed to be sexy?
Sure.
Her lawyers were planning an insanity defense. Was she insane at the time?
No, she wasn't insane. I mean, she had some mental problems she was being treated for. But, insane, I mean, it's such a strong word, and I seriously doubt that she was.
But you feel like she does need
I've ever had, and I've had them all over the world. And a man in my position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
Seriously doubt that she was.
But you feel like she does need some serious psychiatric counseling.
You're really
liar whore, you know it.
The thing that bugs you about this guy is that he sounds like Lieutenant Dan.
He really does.
She was fucking a child, Gump. This guy really bugs me.
She does need some serious psychiatric counseling.
I think she needs some intense psychiatric counseling, and in fact, the judge ordered her to receive some counseling. So I think it's good for her.
What are your feelings towards her at this point?
I think she's been given a second opportunity, and I think she needs to make the best of it. I don't hold any ill will towards her. I've tried to put that behind me and just move on with my life.
And she apologized to the boy's family in court yesterday, and she took responsibility for her actions. But one couldn't help but notice that she did smile several times in the courtroom. Do you think she understands the gravity of what she's done?
Fancy talk for a whore. You can get a doggy style, you can get a ling on your side. Those are your only choices. This is my house, and I get to say.
Why she left?
I'll bet you when she saw the boys, she said, "Here I am, you lucky people."
I don't think she does. And I think, time and time again in conversations I had after her arrest, I don't think she can make the distinction of how wrong it really is to have a sexual relationship with a child. And that's one of the things that's most disturbing to me.
Well, I understand that this has been tough for you, and we do wish you well, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
It's Owen LaFave.
Nutty as a fruitcake.
God, he's had discussions with her, and she's like, I just don't see the problem.
Goddamn rich cunt.
Oh, that's Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Goddamn rich cunt.
Yeah. In his best role in Death Wish.
Death Wish. Just saw it recently. Yeah. Very bad movie.
Yeah.
So dated.
You think so?
Fun to watch, but...
Let's go to John in Ohio. John?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I was listening to this thinking, women get that screwed up perv switch, too. You imagine she's kid's 14 years old, she's teaching in a school. Kids that age got no control, right? Wind blows. Little pecker gets hard. Maybe this 14-year-old kid is hung like a horse, and she just had to have some of that.
You think that was it? She's like leaning over, going, now what you do, no, you got to carry the 2 over here. Let me show you. You carry the 2. Now go to the next number, and then I got to suck that cock. I need that cock.
Let's go to Lewis in North Carolina. Lewis.
Yeah, I was wondering, the guy who was fucking the teacher, I wonder what the 14-year-old girls think of him. Does he have, what I'm saying? He's possibly really on the want list for these 14-year-old girls because he's got some experience now, or do you think they shun him?
He's got that street cred, and I think the girls are scared shitless of him.
You think so?
Yeah, they can't compete with a hot teacher.
Yeah, that's probably it.
They got their little nubs and their braces and their pigtails.
He probably wanted to get laid now, poor guy.
Got some audio from the husband again.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot. 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 Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, let me see if I have audio of the husband.
And when asked what the husband thinks of the kid.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Wow. Harsh words.
I got audio, Anthony, of this guy's friends giving him a talking to behind closed doors.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
And this is the husband talking about what she did, how it affected him and the family, his family.
You look like assholes right now, man. Hello, exactly.
I got more audio of one of his friends giving him a talking to.
Oh. You blew it!
And that's nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism. Happens every time one of those dancers start poontanging around with those showfolk fags.
Yeah.
I guess he got alone with the kid for a couple of minutes and had a little talking to him.
Oh, yeah?
As soon as I get home, the first thing I'm going to do is punch your mama in the mouth.
Yeah.
It's hard to get these clips. It's amazing you guys got them.
Yeah. None of the news.
Exclusive, kind of.
Well, that's what you could do, because it's satellite radio. These clips are a little saucy. Let's see, yeah.
At first, I think the kid was not really into it.
You will keep your hands off of my mule.
Why does the kid sound very old?
I don't know. Very mature for his age.
I got exclusive audio of the husband when he found out that his hot piece of ass wife was having sex with underage boys, Anthony.
And the judge really gave her a light sentence and seemed to be taken with her beauty, and I think that is why the judge had this statement.
Go ahead, go on, leave out.
I want a machine.
I want a machine.
Let's see.
This is when he was asked if he wanted to have sex with her.
Okay!
There's two clips here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to play the right one, but I think we have actual audio of the kid as he's trying to have sex with the hot teacher.
Wow.
Mom! I'm not the Lord. I have to do this now.
Very important. And I didn't know this, but the hot chick actually spoke with the 15-year-old cousin that ratted him out.
Sure.
We're cakes for nothing!
Wait, I forget. What did the husband say when he found out again? When he found out his wife was having sex? We already heard it, but I forgot.
And this was playing in his head.
Yeah.
As she was telling him, the husband.
And here's the kid driving in the van.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
The husband came out of his house, Anthony, after hearing the news.
Oh, really?
And, he saw the story on TV, and so did the whole neighborhood, and I think we got audio of one of the neighbors as the husband left his house.
Yeah. Did you see that jerk?
Kid got a little ballsy there after a few times.
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Wow.
You use your tongue prettier than a $20 whore.
Yeah.
Mom, please stop calling me.
Kid really wanted to get some.
Yeah, so... All right.
Oh, this is bad, because this was when it was all over.
Yeah.
When this came to the door.
I'm Detective John Kimball.
Yeah.
I'm a police officer.
The fun's over.
Yeah, fun's over for everybody.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Oh, no.
Pushing buttons. It looks fun.
And then, the husband.
Oh, dear Lord Jesus, this ain't happening, man. This can't be happening, man. This isn't happening.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? There's some real pretty shit now, man.
Yeah.
And we found one gentleman in the neighborhood that just didn't find this story hot whatsoever.
No?
I don't care. I don't care. I honestly don't care.
And I guess she asked the kid if he wanted a blowjob.
Yeah.
Would you?
Wait, what was that one? I didn't quite hear his response.
Would
Looks like the kid was taking his time in that van or car, Anthony.
Really?
She's naked and she just wants a good banging. Mm-hmm. Got audio of the teacher here.
Just do it!
She changed her voice there.
A little bit.
Yeah, you sure that wasn't the clip of the boy when he had his penis out and you wanted her to suck it? It's amazing how she had to say that.
Well, I got two just do it. One is female, one's male. I hit the wrong one there because I'm at Alice's restaurant having some... All right, shut up. All right. Well, I guess that does it for the audio, huh?
It is? Yeah, maybe.
Let me see.
I like those machines look fun.
No, there's a lot of news clips on the AP here.
No, I know.
Really?
Yeah, we're just trying to go through all.
This is all audio. It's hard to get. It's all like very newly released. It's fresh.
Yes, of course, it's fresh.
Yeah. Well, I got some embarrassing testimony.
Yeah?
For the chick, the hot chick on the stand. The first thing the guy said to her, the little kid, when she first took her pants down.
Okay.
He said, "I can smell your cunt."
We got the bit checking in on the phone line, Anthony. The bit is checking in on the phone line.
The bit is on the phone.
All right. Yes, bit.
Yeah, you guys are fucking killing me. Can you punch out soon?
Are you trying to say... All right, he's gone. All right.
I think he's saying that he's being run into the ground.
Yeah.
You will be molested.
Yes.
All right, I guess that's about it, huh?
I don't have any... You know what, guys? Since I don't have buttons to push, hey, here's what the kid said when he first saw the woman naked.
He shit himself.
There's my button.
You ever suck a guy's cock? Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm going to ask you.
Let's go to Mitchell and... actually, Michelle. Michelle, New York,
Mitchell?
what's up? Mitchell?
Hello.
Hi.
Peter, you're on the phone, Peter. Sorry.
I told you, my ears are ringing from the U2 show. I can't hear myself think.
Michelle, that's nice, Oppie.
I'm sorry, Michelle. What's up?
Well, I wanted to talk to Jimmy. I met you last Friday in L.A. after the Lucky Louie taping.
Yes.
You stared at my boobs when my fiancé took my picture with you, remember? It was lovely.
What's your name? Oh, Michelle, okay. Where are you guys from?
Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, I'm glad you remember me.
No, I do.
Anyway.
I just wasn't sure because there was somebody from Modesto that came too, believe it or not. Good.
By the way, I want to let you know I'm a celebrity stalker myself, so it was really cool that you let me take the picture 100 times because we couldn't get it right.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was cool. Anyway.
That was because you were hot.
What's that?
That was because you were hot.
Yeah, send me a copy of the pic of me looking at your bosoms.
If you're fat, you get one shot at it.
Not even. If I'm walking away, I wave at you.
Right.
How are you? How do, fatso?
That's how it works in the entertainment biz.
If you're attractive, you get a picture. If you're a big fatty with leg warmers on, I give you a little salute, like Radar leaving MASH through the door. I salute you through the glass.
You better have a nice lens on that camera, because I'm out of here.
My fiancé, he was a little nervous. You were starting to like him a little bit too much, too.
Oh, is he a good boy?
He's a good boy. He's a big boy.
All right.
Anyway, I wanted to know how you feel about getting the largest applause and having the largest fan base out of anyone else in that show, including the star of the show, Louie. I mean, everybody loved you, and nobody else really got an applause.
Well, that's when you first walk out. I mean, it's just there was what happens is a lot of people aren't as familiar with the show yet because it's just getting underway.
No, this is in the beginning of the show when they were announcing your name.
That's what I'm talking about. So I'm saying is that when the characters come out, people have only seen the pilot, so any Opie and Anthony fans kind of give me an applause because they know me. I have like a history with them, and a lot of the other actors don't have a history yet. But once the show's on the air, that will change because guys
That's what I'm saying. You're not even the star of the show, and you got the biggest one.
But you know what? That was the one show you were at. Other times, after they watch the pilot, Mike Haggerty gets the biggest applause, or Louie.
Exactly. All right, Michelle.
Bye, Michelle.
Thanks, guys.
There just happened to be a lot of O&A fans at the one she was at.
Jimmy, how is that going out there in LA?
Yes.
Oh, we're very happy.
Shut up. No one cares.
But, Opie, I'm going to answer.
First.
I'm going to tell you. It's going very well.
Let's go to Bill in Florida. He has a problem with the last bit. I think a lot of people have a problem with the last bit.
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with the Alice's Restaurant of clips?
Bill.
Hey.
Bill in Florida.
Hello? Damn it.
He knows the kid, and this is just plain wrong.
Oh, well, that's always...
He's lying.
Of course he is.
He doesn't know the kid, and it's not wrong. You're 0 for 2, Bill.
We actually have the actual audio of the husband and his statement in court.
Really?
Yes.
I want to apologize to the court, to the young...
Oh, they said it was the husband. This is the hot teacher. This is her statement in court.
Why would he apologize?
She had to apologize to the victims.
I want to apologize to the court, to the young man involved, and to his family for my actions. I accept full responsibility for my actions, and I am very sorry for everything which has occurred.
And look for me in Playboy in 2006.
Can't. It's in part of the agreement.
Why?
Part of the agreement. She can't.
Oh my God, she's missing
pose
a big
nude
payday.
in any of those.
Really?
Yeah, she's a sex offender. Sex offenders posing nude. It's part of the plea agreement. Because she's probably getting offers like crazy to be in nudie magazine.
Wait, forever she can't?
I don't know forever, but for the time that probably really counts, like right now.
Yeah, you can't profit off your crimes either, which technically...
Yeah. Would it be?
Yes. They could say no, but believe me.
Yeah.
You talk to the judge. Am I right or wrong, guys?
You're right there, Jimmy. I think you're right.
Hey, speaking of sex offenders, would you like to play the sex offender game today?
No, I don't think that type of stuff is funny.
I love it.
All right.
Would you like to play?
Sure would.
Yeah.
All right. Am I the host again?
Yes, you are.
All right, I got to get the answers from Danny. We'll take a break and we'll play the sex offender game next.
I
How's
love
that
the
sound?
sex offender game.
We should play something going into break here. Oh, hold on, Danny. There's a lot of stuff in front of us that we're trying to get through before we take a couple days off for the holiday. Someone made a Team America O&A parody.
Uh-oh.
This has little legs. Well, we didn't like it at first, and then it kind of grows on you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You know the Team America Fuck Yeah song?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, someone made a O&A version.
What is this we shit? It grew on us.
Me and Oprah.
We didn't like it at first.
We played it in the studio for
I don't know where you were.
I didn't hear it.
You were late getting into the studio as we were setting up.
I was?
So I was playing this, and Jimmy and I were like, ugh. And then we were like, huh?
It stunk, and then it stunk less.
It's not that bad.
It stunk, and then it stunk less.
Come on.
Opie and Anthony. Holy fuck yeah. On your radio to start your motherfucking day. Yeah, holy fuck yeah. XM is the only way. Lame radio, your game is through. 'Cause now you'll have to answer to holy fuck yeah. So shit on Jimmy's chest and tickle my balls. Holy fuck yeah. On X and Duo 2, so fuck you. Today they're on the air, 'cause it might not be tomorrow. Fuck yeah. Wow, fuck yeah. Little Jimmy, fuck yeah. DC, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Sound effect, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
His voice is a little wacky, which is kind of funny.
It's hard to understand some of the lyrics in the beginning.
Yeah.
We appreciate the effort.
I like it.
Now die.
Not bad or anything, but...
That was all right.
I like it.
We appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
Never contact us again.
Lose that, please.
Thanks a lot for thinking of us. Lose your subscription.
Wow. Awful Me from whackbag.com talking about that last bit, which I thought was kind of cute.
Let's give Awful Me a day in court.
He writes on the instant feedback, Ramon, get this bit a robe and some bra. Isn't that bad? got to think quick on our feet there.
I tell you one thing. Even though those guys were cool yesterday, good old S from Y would have had a ball with NXS.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
A little phone call.
How many lines in would Ramon bring me a belt?
Bring me a belt.
It's brave to talk about now.
Oh, dude, I'm
now
pleased.
That they're not in the
studio.
studio.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir.
All right.
Oh,
all
it's
right.
a good one.
Thank you.
Pick that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should play the Brother Joe C song there.
Really?
It's mean-spirited.
In honor of the hot teacher. I think we should send this one out to the husband that got screwed over royally.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his piece of ass wife. And Brother Joe has a fine song about women, I guess.
Yeah.
That have done you wrong.
C is for the way you crap on me. U is 'cause you're ugly, and so's your peach. N's for no, I never told you that I railed your sister. T, thanks for the Hummers, they were better than your mother's. Cunt is all you'll ever be, it's true. Cunt, you must be more than one, you're two. Pew, your gas is stanky, and your ass is always cranky. Cunt, the word was made for you. C is for castration, try that on me. Hey, you, well I urinate here, have a shot, it's free. Ends for some big Negro tearing up your leather Cheerio. T, you friggin' twat, no, you will never be forgotten. Cunt is all you've ever been to me. A cunt, and a really big one, and all my friends agree. You're that slang word for vagina, can't describe you any finer. Cunt, the word's just right for you. Whoa, cunt, the word was made for you. Cunt, the word was made for you.
All right, we were going to take a break, but Club Soda Kenny's on the line. He has urgent news. He wants to talk to us live on the show. Yes, Kenny, what's up?
Kenny?
Good morning, three, everybody of my favorite people.
Hi. Mm-hmm. Hi, Kenny.
Listen, I got to talk in code about something. Is that all right?
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
You know that place I can't go to?
Yeah, Kenny can't go to CES in Vegas.
Which is ridiculous, by the way.
I think it was a college.
It's completely ridiculous because I told him to do something last year, and it was terrific. It blew up in our face, and now there are people in Washington that just don't like Kenny because I told Kenny to do this.
Really, even though the company that he did it to has been doing everything they can to undercut XM and other shit, like picking up the Hammerstein show.
And it's not even a deal like that. Someone's going to see Kenny and there's going to be a problem. No one remembers last year. Just fuck it.
He was just obeying orders, and I thought it was a good idea.
And he should just be there.
Because we're just trying to make that company's life a living hell. That's all. And I didn't understand because we attacked Howard Stern's press conference, so I thought this was in line with everything else we've done. But I guess it wasn't, and it caused a major problem, and now, unfortunately, there are people that don't like Kenny, which kind of sucks because Kenny's he's great for us in this radio show. We're working through it, though, Kenny.
Well, I'll probably perpetuate that propensity that they don't like me because I found some...
and I got to say, I had a phone call with Don the other night, and Don's like, I got to tell you, I'm okay with Kenny going to Vegas. I'm like, really? You're okay with that? That's your decision? You're okay with Kenny going to Vegas? It's not your decision. And then he goes, whether you told him to do that last year or that he did it on his own, and I lost my mind. I said, Don, everyone in the company knows at this point that I told Kenny to do it. Mm-hmm. And it blew up in our face. And now Kenny has to suffer. And now we have to suffer because now we don't get Kenny on the road.
And Kenny is the best on the road.
Without
Kenny
a doubt.
He coddles you. It's great.
So I want to make it perfectly clear. I told Kenny to do that last year.
Trip will not be as gooder without Kenny.
And I got in some deep trouble over it. So
I appreciate you taking the heat from me.
But go ahead, Kenny.
Well, I found some nonstop first-class airfare from Newark to Las Vegas on America West Airline. Is that acceptable?
Oof.
Why, didn't Greyhound have any left?
America West.
America West?
Yeah.
That's cool. First class. It's nice. Your last flight should be a comfortable one.
America West is a partner airline of Continental.
They may be where they were at one point. I don't even know if they still are.
Yes.
But they're still shit, and you're actually allowed to sit in the cockpit and talk to the captain. It's an awful airline.
Well, I tried to do the best I can. That's what I always ever do.
No one's ever yelling at you.
Wow, Kenny, what did you do? You got like 4 seats for me and Opie and our girls?
How about 5?
And Jimmy?
Yeah. How many seats did he get?
I could only get 3 at this point, but I'm working on more.
Oh, so 3 would have been who?
Well, truth be told, I had 4, and as the travel agent was entering the reservations, we lost one.
Yeah. So who would the 3 would have been that you would have gotten these seats for, Kenny?
Well, originally when it was 4...
No, I understand when it was 4, but 3, you just called up with 3.
Right.
You didn't have 4 when you just called. So who were the 3?
Yeah, we want to listen.
Who's
to
going?
Well, I'm offering it out there to anybody that wants it.
That's how it Ben said.
We know exactly who it would have been if everybody would have accepted Opie, Lindsay, and Jimmy.
Well, the thing is, Opie asked me to look into it. I didn't get any
I gave him a personal request
from anybody else.
I will fly with my pal Anthony.
Teasing. I am teasing, of course.
And
Kenny.
you know it wouldn't have been Jimmy, because Jimmy would not get on America West ever.
See, these are the little things that Kenny does for us. You know, I hate flying. I hate layovers. And it's just one of my things that I have to deal with. And they had us flying on such an old airline. It was the same airline that I was telling you guys about recently, where they have in the bathroom like a place to put your cigarettes out
and razor blades
and a place to dispose of your razor blades.
Yeah.
The sign is still up. Dispose razor blades here. That just shows you how old this fucking
There's the
plane was.
flip-up ashtrays in your armrest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where you used to be able to just light up a Lucky on your flight.
And that's what we were supposed to fly into, like, Utah and then take, like, a really, really tiny plane into Vegas.
So it's going to be Salt Lake City and then Salt Lake City to Vegas. And, you know, that short flight, they put you on a smaller plane. And I believe they had you on a MD-80, which are just...
Oh, my Jesus.
First of all, they're old. And there's been quite a few of those that have had some problems.
I'd rather sit in the fucking hull of a FedEx plane. Just drop me off in a fucking parachute box.
Gear opens, your frozen body falls out.
Yeah, and Kenny's a very responsible person. Kenny, weren't you in charge of, like, the CMAs, security and stuff?
Well, I was there. You know, I'm kind of modest, so...
You were one of the bigwigs as far as security went for the Country Music Awards.
Oh, really?
They got to start taking him seriously in Washington. He's the real deal.
Well, the thing is, and you know, even though I'm punished and can't go on this trip, I was still trying to salvage things for you guys.
Yeah, I understand that. I did lose my mind the other night. Poor Don, he had to take that one. Oof.
I spent hours online with the airlines, and then finally got on the phone.
Yeah.
And got a reservation. I guess we're going through Cleveland.
Yeah. Guess whose idea that was?
That was your idea, but I had already figured it out, Jimmy.
No.
I had.
No, but
but it took me hours. I could have just called you.
I wanted credit.
You will not get... I was surprised when you said Cleveland, because I was like, wait, that's what I booked last night. I wanted credit. I got LaGuardia to Cleveland.
But I invented Cleveland. And by the way, for those of you that want to thank Kenny for his perseverance, you'll be able to see him this evening at Caroline's with old Jimmy Norton.
Oh!
He will be there.
Kenny, you're going Saturday too, right?
I'll be there every night selling merchandise.
See, he's a loyal guy.
And
he
selling
works hard
merchandise.
All right, Kenny, I'll see you Saturday at Caroline's for the Jim Norton Show.
All right, so I take it you're satisfied with your current arrangements, and I don't have to... You don't want these?
No. Don took care of us in the end.
Okay.
Because I'm sure he's feeling a little bad about himself right now at his cubicle down there in Washington.
Why don't you be nice
Let
to
it be
Don?
known
He's
that
handsome.
Don ended up taking care of us, and we'll be fine with the arrangements he came up with.
Yeah.
Okay, I tried.
All right. Thank you, Kenny.
All right, I'll have a nice
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
he's flustered
Yeah,
now.
why are you so flustered?
Why are you flustered?
Because he let us down, he's thinking. But
yeah.
you didn't. But you didn't.
Here come the emails to everybody. I'm sorry I let you down. Guys, I just want you to know.
Well, you know I have very low self-esteem and no self-worth.
I want to apologize for the flights I couldn't get that amounted to flights that you wouldn't be flying upon to go from New York to Las Vegas for the CES, which I would have liked to have joined you for, but last year something happened on my way to Alice's restaurant. That's what his letters are like. It's like the transcript of Alice's fucking restaurant. They are 5 pages long, no spaces, of just guilt and apologies.
Yeah. No sentences. There's like one period and a semicolon on page 3.
Oh,
and he never gets to the chorus.
And look for Kenny on ComedyCentral.com. Very funny.
Oh.
I saw your little bit where you went into the Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
And grabbed the buckets and started loading food into the buckets and drove the Chinese woman crazy.
Oh, really?
It's very
Yeah.
funny.
I haven't checked
It's
it
all
out
you
yet.
can eat. We're eating here. And then they take their chairs and pull them right up to the buffet and start eating out of the trays.
Well, that's great.
Call the police.
Yeah.
Very funny gentleman, Kenny.
Yeah, I have some more bits coming up on that ComedyCentral.com thing also.
Don't we have one together?
Oh.
That's going to be on the actual Meet the Creeps DVD.
Oh, I saw that at Chicken Fuckers.
No.
You hold it and...
I hated that, too. The chicken costume was so hot.
Kenny, can you tell us about the next bit that's coming out?
Yes, you know how people...
How could you do that?
Oh, my God. You just kicked a puggle.
You just kicked a 6'5" killer.
Yeah,
who's
well,
armed.
that too. Yeah. Good job.
He's always armed.
Kenny, I know you're listening.
I'm sorry, Kenny.
That wasn't me.
I'm really sorry about that one.
Good luck, bro.
I would have kept you on the phone for the rest of the show.
Absolutely.
Entertaining, loving, caring,
this one,
tender.
All right, someone was requesting a mashup on the old instant feedback. So we'll play this one as we go to break. We'll give Drew Boogie a rest, all right? He's been working very
What's
hard
wrong with
today.
Drew Boogie? I like him.
He's been working very hard.
What's wrong with the racism?
Yeah, geez.
We only had one black joke in front of him. The why can't we be friends one. That was cute, right?
I didn't like it. It was hurtful and it was mean-spirited.
It was.
Good point.
Drew, it was cute, right?
It was all right.
Hey, it was all right.
I'll forgive you this time.
Lucky us.
I won't ban you yet.
Oh, lucky us. Here's a mashup as we go to break.
Now, we all know that Opie and Anthony Wow stickers are your tickets to seeing some beautiful bosoms.
Well, yeah.
Did you know that Wow stickers have many other uses?
I built my entire house out of Wow stickers and 2x4s. Solid as a rock. Oh, crap. I'm not insured.
Get your official Opie and Anthony Wow stickers at opieandanthony.com. XM202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Do you want to get down? Now what you gonna do? Do you want to get up, y'all? Now what you gonna do? You have to take your higher. Now what you gonna do? Say what? Hey, stuff like that, man. Hey, stuff like that, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got Drew Boogie in the studio doing some remixing for us the day before Thanksgiving. This is the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. My sister was just dancing on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
I saw that.
I want to thank Gary Hahn down there in Washington. He hooked up my sister and my sister's sister-in-law. They went and saw the taping of Ellen, and we took a peek during the commercials, and there's my sister dancing on TV.
In plain view.
In plain view for all to see.
There she was, and Opie's just like, oh, boy, there she is.
She bought the myth. She enjoys the dancing, I guess. What can I tell you?
How did XM get Ellen and let Sirius get Martha Stewart? How did we let that get away?
I have no idea.
What
Martha.
a fucking awful debacle move that was by that dumb company.
All right. She's got all the shows on TV. Oh, that's right. One of them was...
Ellen is one of the hottest comics in the country from the show. I mean, she's on fire. That's who you get.
The chicks like her, the women.
I like her. I don't like her show, but I like her.
You're a woman.
I'm not a woman. I
You're
just think she's a good stand-up. She's a good comedian. The dancing makes me physically ill.
For a woman comic. She's all right.
Hey, we have.
I don't judge things on gender. Pardon me.
We have a lot of pests outside the studio today. We have No Filter
what's going on
Paul and Sonny Forelli and Pat from Menaki just arrived from his eating contest.
Making a funny face.
Is that the big ass member out there somewhere? There he is. And who else? Who's that? What? Who are you?
Sonny Forelli.
I said your name. You attention-seeking whore.
Oh, my God. They're all getting uppity.
They're all getting uppity outside the studio.
Can I say that Britney Spears on the cover of the Post in this half-leather skirt thing
Amazing.
is fucking depressingly hot.
But that's not how she looks today. That's
I don't
an old
know.
shot.
I know.
That is
old shot.
That is her from an era gone by.
That is one of the sexiest photos I've ever seen.
That belly sticks out a little further than that these
That
days.
didn't have a log in it. She's great.
Her thighs are a little big, though.
Dude, they're juicy.
Juicy?
All right, you want the guys, some of the pests, to come in and say hi?
We'll see what they were up to, I guess.
All
Saw
right.
Pat on TV.
Yeah, let's start with Pat. Oh, now No Filter Paul's pissed because we said...
hi.
No Filter
Look,
Paul's...
there's a hierarchy out there, and they're all getting bumped, and if one gets bumped for another, they get pissed. Relax. Hey!
Hey, guys.
Are you
How
losing
are you?
weight?
Hey, what's that?
Are you losing weight?
I'm trying.
You look like
I'm
you're
still
losing
stuck
weight.
at that 300 barrier.
Let me see. Move over that way a little bit. Open up your sweatshirt. Let's see.
Oh,
well,
geez,
no,
I guess
he's
you're
not
not.
really.
All right.
Wait.
It's just the zipper.
Big gut.
Having the zipper zipped up.
Big coat.
Kept the water hurt.
Jeez. He's wearing a little
Inside.
midriff top. That's a regular shirt for anybody
wanna
else.
Make out? Want to kiss or something?
All right, here's the deal. A week from today is the eggnog drinking contest.
That is correct.
Pat is the reigning champion. We got truckers and stuff that are going to
Raining
take you on.
eggnog. Meh.
Now that he's a professional, though,
Yeah.
does this should this prohibit him from this competition? And now that he's a professional, does he even want to bother with something as trivial as this?
For sure. Meh.
Yeah.
All good questions there, Anthony.
Yeah, thank you. Well,
Too bad I don't have any answers for you.
No, you've got nothing. You stink.
You think you
A
could
big
do
nothing.
You think you could do 70 shots again this year?
Yeah, with my water training, I believe, yes, I could surpass the 70
Water
mark.
training. Now, what is this? Water
Well, the other day you were talking about drinking water and the electrolytes being washed away and the lightheadedness. I've experienced that.
You have?
I've had like 2 gallons of water and you get like high, man.
Yeah, because you're on the brink of what they call death.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And then you feel a little woozy. But what does the water training do for you as an eating competitor?
It expands your stomach, and your stomach retains the memory of it being stretched. So when you go into an eating competition, it is pliable.
It knows how far it can go and doesn't
Yes.
start feeling full until it reaches that point.
That is correct.
Wow. All right. And have you found that you've been able to eat more and more as you become a veteran in this competitive eating?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Is it good to do the water training like the morning you're supposed to eat?
No, because then you have lots of fluids in you.
I
You
was
gotta
kidding.
peel. Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like such.
Are you still ranked? You still ranked
I'm
in the
ranked,
world?
I'm very ranked. I'm ranked 15th in the IFOCE.
15th out of all of them.
Yes, in the world.
And how many are there?
There's lots of eaters.
Yeah.
There's
Yes,
the
we
rankings
cover
go
everyone.
up to like 50.
50?
Yes.
So you're 15th out of like 50.
Yeah.
All right.
He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
And we'll be doing the eggnog drinking contest next
That's
Friday.
the day before in Atlantic City. They're going to have at Carmine's restaurant in Harrah's Casino. They're going to have a meatball eating contest. I missed out on the registration for that.
Oh, damn you.
What a shame.
And
The
you
good thing
missed
all the
that.
professional eaters are going to be in Atlantic City, and I'll be here
Yeah.
drinking eggnog.
So you were on TV this morning.
yeah, WB11.
Yeah, we saw you with a slice of turkey on your head,
I was wearing them behind my ears, and
being a complete jackass.
yes, that's my forte.
Were you the one? Did they keep going to you because you were the one that
Yeah.
would put on the little bit of show? You were the
Yeah.
interesting character that they loved.
I was working
so
on
much.
my hand-to-mouth coordination, shoving food in my forehead.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
And how did that work out this morning?
It was fun. And then the last segment, I got to wear my Opie and Anthony shirt, and hopefully something got on there.
A little salt on the media there
Yeah.
for you. How did it work out for some?
What's that?
For someone? Did they
Salt
win?
and pepper on the media.
Yeah, we heard it. Oh, boy. Who won this morning?
Actually, the contest is taking place right now.
Oh.
But I'd rather be here with my buddy.
Oh, look at that.
He blew it off. I got nowhere else to go on Thanksgiving. Well, never mind.
Well, very good. I'm looking forward to
Pat,
seeing you for the eggnog drinking.
Are you really going to be alone this Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm going to have my dog and 3 cats. Thank you for all your compassion.
What do you do for Thanksgiving then?
I usually go get to Boston Market, get some turkey.
Turkey at Boston
Market. Sides of stuffing. No, I don't eat there. I go home and sit in front of the TV and eat.
Have we ever delved into his personal life?
Do you want to?
I'm ready to dive headfirst into?
I don't want to delve into my personal life.
No, that bad?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. Because it's never a good thing.
Yeah.
It's never like I'm not having Thanksgiving with a family or family members because they are busy researching a cure for AIDS that day.
Or dead, or
it's always something bad.
Yeah,
either
something.
Dead or out of your life somewhere.
Yeah.
The whole family's dead?
No.
Who's dead?
My sister's around, but her husband thinks I'm a piece of shit.
Who's dead?
Why?
Mommy, Daddy.
Mommy and Daddy are dead.
My brother, who, and as far as I'm concerned, he's dead.
Oh, dead to you?
Yes.
Why, Pat?
Oh, Jesus, Opie.
No, what's
How did it happen?
What's to do with your brother?
Oh, my brother, he's just a jerk-off.
Why?
I used to work for him, and he was a real asshole. He was actually in the news. He had a Major League Baseball field in his backyard. He used to live in Tewksbury, New Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he had a Major League...
Was he Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they called it Field of Dreams, and the neighbors were complaining, and it made CBS 48 Hours, some segment about neighbors are fighting with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. And then he moved to Florida, so I didn't give a shit. So,
but
any friends that you could go to their house?
I have one friend.
Yeah.
But he's married. Might as well be dead.
So how come your sister's boyfriend thinks you're a piece of shit?
Yeah.
Her husband.
I'm sorry, her husband.
He's just a turd.
That's not. You're very vague, Pat. Stop being vague.
Yeah.
Why does he think you're a piece of shit?
Well, we used to live together in a big house, like a mother-daughter house.
Aw. See, that sounds nice.
Brother-sister house. Yeah, and like I had dogs. He didn't like animals.
I understand that completely. I'd have thrown your ass out too.
Yeah.
Piece of shit, ruining my furniture with your dogs. Was it a puggle?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It was
See,
golden retriever.
Fuck him. Kill him. Wow, this is kind of tragic. He's got a little tragic life thing going on there.
But it's not. It's not though, because it's like, how come your sister's husband doesn't like you? I had dogs. What happened with your brother?
We lived together, and
it
was arguments. And nice, thank you. I smell where you're coming from, dude.
And your sister, though, instead of saying, hey, to the husband, hey, go fuck yourself. This is my brother. It's family. And she just seems to have taken his side?
No. Well, she was kind of in the middle. She was kind of silent, and he... and we ended up just moving out.
Look at how uncomfortable he is.
Yeah.
He doesn't like talking about this. Yeah, no, I don't.
Why are you
So you'd be swallowing a lot of aggression today. And some food.
Why are you estranged from your family?
You are
because I'm estranged.
Oh my God, he's covering up the water.
He's just trying to cover this up.
Yeah.
It's the clown, the tears of a clown.
Did I tell you about my idea for a radio show?
So why on Thanksgiving? It's a family holiday. There's supposed to be a lot of love. You're going to be alone.
Because I'm
close
I'm
friends.
A loner, a rebel.
No close friends to.
Nah,
one friend. He said, "What's your idea for a radio show?"
Oh, Pat from Moonaki's Cavalcade of Comedy. Hello?
Okay.
Is this thing on?
Cavalcade.
Yes.
Couldn't it start with a trickle of comedy?
Nice. You know all those...
You don't go right to the cavalcade.
How about all those comedians that Opie says, we got to get you on the show, and he has no plans of getting them on the show?
Yeah.
Put them on my show.
Oh.
And then they'll give me their act. We'll go back and forth. They'll tell me about their act.
You could run block.
Yeah.
And kind of weed him out so we never have to see him.
That is
sort of
correct.
like your brother-in-law does for your sister.
Yeah. Cat's on the line.
Oh, well.
Tell him I'm dead.
All right, we should get the rest of the pests in here. They've been waiting all morning.
I
Pat's
feel
gonna
so
be
bad now. He's going to be just sitting there with some Boston Market turkey in his lap watching
alone,
television all
in his
alone.
stupid underwear, with his feet in front of him, just having 9 little distractions.
That's right, I have cable.
Aw, he has cable.
Aw.
He'll be a big star next week, though, next Friday.
Yeah, but we'll all be with friends and family, laughing and hugging.
All right, look at this psychopath.
All right, what's your name, sir?
Besides Fat Brother Joe.
No,
Hey, it's Sonny.
No, I meant this one.
Yeah, who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
Yeah. I'm the guy that Pat's trying to steal the show from.
Ooh.
Oh, the jealousy here.
The past.
Shut up. You at least have a loved one to go home to.
That's right.
And have some turkey with.
Yeah, and so does his, but it probably has 4 legs.
Let's be fair, we'll drink eggnog for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can have a half an hour head start.
And Sonny Ferrelli, everyone.
Hi.
The reigning Assault on the Media champion.
Who?
Sonny Ferrelli, and don't you forget it.
Who?
Sonny Ferrelli, you asshole.
No one in New York knows who you are.
They know who
Well, they
Sonny
do know
Ferrelli
who
is.
I am now.
Ah.
That's right. These guys battle it out every month for the Assault on the Media title.
No,
And No Filter Paul is in the lead this month. You know that. Sonny,
Yeah.
are you going to attempt to take him down or no?
I got plans. Most definitely got plans.
He usually waits to the last minute, Sonny Ferrelli.
No, we got Sonny, I swear to you, looks like somebody who just, like, shanks people out in the prison yard.
Yeah.
You absolutely look like a lunatic.
If he shaved, he'd be Wolf from Escape from Alcatraz.
Wow. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like just some like wild staring eyes.
That's a good, you got those wild darting around all over the place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Works for you.
But listen, hey, I got a whole bunch of gifts for you guys.
Oh, we love
gifts.
Gifts.
Gifts have always worked on this show.
It is the holiday season.
That's
We
right.
expect
It's all
many
about giving.
gifts this holiday
What about
season.
Christmas there, Pat from Moonachie? What do you do on Christmas?
Boston Market has a lovely Christmas selection of food.
But what about exchanging any gifts with loved ones? Does that happen with your family? Is there a card with your sister?
If it happens, I send her a card. Or
Yeah.
She send you one?
How many gifts do you have to buy for Christmas?
Doesn't he give them out at the mall?
Well, for my friends' nieces and nephews, I get gifts. So I
For your
get,
friends, nieces, and nephews?
And how many gifts will you receive this Christmas?
Maybe one. Or not.
Oh, my God. This is
God bless us all,
tragic.
everyone.
This is tragic.
One too many.
Your life just got more tragic.
Who's going to send
Did I
you
mention I live in a trailer?
Who's going to send you the
Double
gift?
Hey, that's a good one.
Yes.
What was that?
Who's going to send you the gift?
I don't know. Maybe my sister.
Maybe. So he might get one. Oh.
What are you going to get, you think? Like, what is she...
I used to get Far Side calendars.
Oh, wow.
That's a good
They're
one.
kind of the same one after a few years.
You know what? I'm
They
gonna
stopped
get
making
you.
new ones.
I'm going to have a star named after you.
Oh, thanks.
That's a special gift.
The black hole.
How?
Oh my God!
How
Is that Robin?
How many? I won't get into any details or anything because it's probably painful. But how many years have you been an orphan?
An orphan. My mother kicked off in 81, I believe.
All right.
It was like right after I graduated. Like I went to a graduation party, got drunk. She yelled and screamed at me. Next morning she croaked.
Oh my God!
No guilt there.
Holy shit! So you come home drunk from a graduation party.
Yeah.
She gets upset at you and yells and screams. And now I got to know: was it some kind of medical condition that was maybe?
She was like a 4-pack a day smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, and that was 81.
What'd she die of?
Congestive heart failure.
So was she overweight?
Getting twitches here.
Was she overweight?
Somewhat, a little bit.
Somewhat, a little bit.
She was built like me, had skinny legs.
Yeah.
Gut.
Did you yell at her, too?
What's that?
Did you yell at her?
No.
She yelled at you? And
I did get to the point where, you know when your mother's like slapping you, and you get to the point where you can hold her hands, and she says, stop holding my hands so I can hate you.
Yeah.
Wasn't that night. I just got yelled at.
But the last night you spent with your mom was
She was
arguing.
screaming her lungs out.
Oh, my God. You're
using
kidding
those
me.
last precious breaths to yell at me.
Jesus, Pat.
Who found her?
No. She went to the. We took her to the hospital. She was having a heart attack, and then she croaked in the hospital.
All right.
Then I got to see a nice tube coming out of her neck with black shit oozing out because she was a smoker.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fun. Happy, joy.
So that happened in 81.
Yes.
She left in the trailer.
And Dad left like 2 minutes after he saw Mike kiss her.
Oh, that's right. Your father like cut out on you right after you were born.
So you never knew your father?
What?
You never met your father?
No. I know where he lives. I even got his phone number.
You do?
You ever call him?
Why haven't you made that?
I think I called him once and he said, hello? And I just hung up
Just
on
wanted
him.
to hear Dad's voice.
Why don't we call him now?
No.
Not you.
Let's call him now.
No.
Why not?
Oh, look at that. All of a sudden it wasn't like, no, let's not do that. It was, no. It was the serious path. Why haven't you tried
into the standing fetal position.
Why haven't you tried to make real contact? Obviously, if you're calling just to hear and pick the phone up, you want to make some kind of a...
that was just plain curiosity.
Yeah,
I
but
want to give him the satisfaction of, oh, Daddy, please love me, Daddy.
You know something? There is room between calling and hanging up and, Daddy, I love you and I need you. There's some gray area that perhaps, you know... maybe you can get in a big fight with him and he can die the next day. Or something. Wow.
Yeah, maybe he could die of blunt force trauma.
Why did you call?
My mother only chased me around with a butcher knife.
Ooh.
Really? Is she still alive?
Oh, yeah.
I'll say then there's no competition.
She's a psychopath, though.
Doesn't matter. This is the saddest human I've ever had the pleasure
Why don't we? I think you should call him on the air and ask him.
He's my miserable life for your radio fodder.
Well, we have so far. I think if you at any point feel ready to reach out and you want to use our forum maybe to buffer things,
buffer,
that we would not have any problem whatsoever contacting him and letting him know that there is a baby boy out there. That,
a baby from Moonaki.
Little Pat from Moonaki. And, and you cut out on him and his mom. And she winds up dying. He doesn't even know about it or care.
You can tell. He's really
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Just a boy who wants to know why he wasn't loved.
So it was after graduation, though. So it was what?
I know why I wasn't loved when I looked in the mirror.
Spring?
Oh, what?
Oh, my God. Spring or summer time when your mom departed? It wasn't around a holiday?
That was in the, I believe, the beginning of... It was like right after I graduated.
Yeah.
It was like...
oh, jeez.
You graduated. Oh, good. My work's done.
Oh,
boy. That's where he died of surprise.
Yeah. So, that was it.
Yeah, good one.
He's actually hoping his father dies soon so he can align that third trailer to make,
My third?
Yeah, your third.
Third.
Because right now he's got a double wide from when the mother died.
I love that cartoon, Elmer Fudd.
Hey, Sonny has presents. Sonny has presents. He came all the way from Boston.
I came all the way from Boston.
I like presents.
I have to give this cereal to Jimmy because, he was...
Oh, thank you, Mighty
I
Bites.
saw that.
What is that called?
It reminded me of Jimmy so much.
Mighty Bites.
Let me see the picture.
No!
Why does that remind you of Jimmy so much?
Transvestite on the front of it.
Oh, it looks like a little Jimmy.
A little Jimmy,
It's
he's being
muscles
super. He's being that's Jimmy Robinson.
I was gonna add the Mighty Monster Bites.
Mighty Monster Bites.
Hold on, we got to go to Iowa.
All right,
Sean, go ahead.
Hey, how about we try to get Pat to dress up in an elf suit and go visit his daddy before Christmas?
I'll walk through the Lincoln Tunnel.
Pat the elf from Moonaki. Love you guys. Thanks, man.
Does he live close? Like, is he in the area?
Where does he live?
Who?
Dad.
Your dad.
Oh, yeah.
Dear old dad. He lives close?
On the other side of the
I ain't getting any more specific.
Well,
no, I'm not asking for any towns or anything.
In Jersey, New York, the tri-state area?
Yeah, tri-state area.
You've driven by his house?
You've had to have driven by, taken a look. What did he drive?
I Google Earthed it.
Oh, you did?
How many miles?
A little bullseye on it.
How many miles from you? I know you checked.
You're zeroing in.
Yeah, zeroing in.
No, not.
In.
How many miles from you? I don't even know where
Not far. Within...
Same trailer park or the next
How many
one?
miles?
10.
About 10 miles.
Yeah. Less.
I know you've driven by.
Yeah. No.
Just to see what he drives, what the house looks like, if it's nice.
Just to take a look at his new happy family.
Does he have a family?
Boy, you don't live in a metal box, Dad.
Does he have a new family with a wife and children, stuff like that?
I have no idea.
You know.
You can look that stuff up online, for a small fee.
I can look it up for him right now.
Pop the name.
Yeah, I know. Paul offered.
How did you
look it
find
up for
him?
What?
How'd you find out his number? You must have looked.
I looked in a very convenient resource.
Why?
Just out of curiosity.
You wanted to see what his digits were?
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what you just done?
What?
Given out enough information for the pests to find that fucking phone number.
Thank you.
They are awful people. They will just work this out, and you will see it posted on fucking Whackpack.
Oops. Find Pat's father.
Pictures, assault on the Pat's father
And
with
bring him,
Waldo.
and bring him to us.
Mr. from Moonaki.
Yeah. I got Opie some gay cereal because I know that he can't buy it himself. So
I'll tell you.
Oh, heart to heart.
Heart to heart.
Good stuff.
Terrific.
Can I have a bowl,
And
please?
Good Friends.
And
some
Good
of that
Friends.
cereal that Jimmy spit out the other
Good
day.
Friends.
Good Friends was awful.
Nice interracial couple on the front of it.
That's awful.
Thank you, Sonny.
It was like, going to the supermarket last night, and it was almost like getting Kotex or something for my old lady.
Yeah, it seems like you put a lot of thought
What a
into
good
these
guy
gifts.
he is. He brings gifts.
Jesus.
Oh, wait a minute.
These other guys show up with nothing.
What, no milk?
I need the milk.
Febreze. You guys need some Febreze. You guys got to lay off the Lysol. I don't know.
You're right.
You ever use this stuff?
Yeah, we'll start using it.
February, Febreze fabric softener.
No.
Oh, that was
Are you trying to write the Magna Carta?
That's for you, sir.
Oh, I can't take that.
Wow.
From
Are you kidding me?
That is a wonderful Black & Decker cordless drill set.
Oh, thank you. I can't read.
Those bits you got.
All your drilling and screwing needs.
Wow, look at that, Jimmy, huh?
No,
That's a
dude,
good one.
Jimmy's Black and Decker Pecker-Wrecker.
That is a good one.
No, it's got to be bigger. This is not the good one.
What an asshole.
That is very
Only
good.
14 volts.
Yeah.
Not 18.
Jimmy,
Oh.
do you have the dildo at home?
Well, I
you will be
remember
attaching?
specifically he asked for something over $50.
You missed a gem. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What? Go ahead.
Do you have the dildo at home you will be attaching to that? You're a fucking asshole.
Made him say
Let me
it
repeat
twice.
it, you fucking idiot.
You made him say it twice. You probably could have gotten a third one out of him.
I knew.
He had a lot of confidence.
I know,
Oh.
because Jimmy smiled at me and said, wait, do it again.
Wait, do it again. Hey!
It's like telling Joe Theismann, you want to do that play again?
Shut up.
I can't believe you map quested it.
No,
Yeah.
Google Earth.
Google Earth.
Can you give us the precise... It's like you're flying.
Yeah, it's like you're flying over it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Flying over, dropping some bombs.
Yeah.
And of course...
How much do you
I
spend
got-
on this, man? I can't take you something.
No, please.
Thank you.
And
bit
dinner
of
for...
wonderfulness.
I got to make sure I get the right one here. Oh, this is to the fancy guy.
Uh-huh.
And this one's to Opie.
Oh, thank you, Sonny. Sonny
Wow,
Perez
look
from
at
Boston.
that. Give him a little slip.
Outback Steakhouse.
You people eat that?
Oh, wow.
Very
Look
good.
at that.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I like
sir.
that.
No Filter Paul was telling me not to give it to you on the air because you might rip it up, but I turned around and says, well, if they rip it up, it's just like me taking a bulimic to dinner.
That's wonderful,
Sonny,
sir.
You fucked up now.
I do not destroy.
Sonny from Moonaki.
I do not destroy good gifts.
That's right.
Little known fact.
Something tells me this is not good cereal.
This this will start the gift giving.
What does it look like?
Season,
It looks
Anthony.
like alphabets.
Jimmy was looking for the little cherub inside the box.
Is
on the
it?
picture.
Is it one of those Kashi cereals for kids?
I like the Kashi.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't like any Kashi. Shut up.
No, dude, I love the.
No, you don't.
7 whole grain
You
puffs.
hate it.
They
You hate
rule.
it. You
Dude,
hate it.
I dropped a log yesterday. I swear to God, 11 inches. This promotes healthy logs.
Is that a kosher brand?
No, it's a Kashi brand.
I know, I'm just saying, is that a kosher brand? A fucking kike cereal?
Not bad.
All right. There's a
Little
hint of
foreskins.
cinnamon.
Hey, can I try it?
It's almost like cinnamon toast crunch stuff. Okay, all right. I'm in. Not bad. Not bad.
For a healthy cereal. It's not great.
Not as sweet as a kid cereal should be.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's like a healthy cereal.
Can I get a bowl of this?
Not bad.
Get a bowl for the boss, for Christ's sake.
Oh, that's
I'd
Ruined them. I
like a
expected
bowl-
the cereal to
I'd
be
like
all
a bowl
over
of
the
this too. I want a paper bowl. I want a plastic spoon.
You want some lactate? Or you want
I want some lactate, and I want some of the cereal because I want all three of us to be eating cereal
Yeah.
for the end of this show today.
By the way,
just to
It's like
really
the Germans marching
piss
through
everyone off.
Paris.
by the way, we're millionaires.
You are an ass. This is weed shit. Jimmy isn't.
He's got to finish chewing before he can come up.
Believe me. I know. I now feel like Pat in front of that TV alone.
Bowls for everybody. There you go, Anthony.
Let me have some of the lactate milk so I don't have a...
Hand this to Anthony.
Oh, that's so
Dump that looks like a oil derrick explosion later. Here we go.
Just serve those in toilet bowls.
Are you guys really telling me that this shit actually tastes good?
Not bad.
It's not bad.
What, you're trying to go for a joke
not
today?
Bad. Your evil plan backfired, huh, Sonny?
Ooh, sour milk, too.
Sort of.
It's not sour, Opie.
It's
Don't drink the milk.
cinnamony.
Is it that fucking pretend milk?
Ew.
Is that fake shit?
No, that's really.
It's not fake. It's for people that are lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
I think if Pat drinks that,
Was
his
there a
tits will
nipple?
start leaking.
Nipple on the top of that?
What? It's like a lactating thing.
Yeah.
But it's so... Oh, my God. Oh.
I lack toe. That old guy.
He says he lacks toe.
Oh, God, here we go. Oh.
I'm eating, Jimmy.
Hey, a place to park my bike.
Don't spray it. It'll go in his cereal.
Jimmy now has chocolate milk.
Dude, he just farted right next to his cereal bowl.
With his pants down.
Like the mic is
Like Cocoa Puffs. Gee, I didn't think that was that funny.
This
That's 'cause
is
you have bad
very
sense of
good.
humor.
It's awful.
It's not awful, Opie.
Oh, it's cinnamony, so it's kind of sweet.
You guys got anything else?
But you want to talk about our failed attempt? I ain't even bothered with
Yeah, what happened?
No, not really.
I wonder what happened. I'm curious.
Who else is outside?
It's
a very unfunny
crunchy.
Jew.
It doesn't, get soggy.
Opie, you're not trying the cereal with the Negro on the front of it?
Mm-mm. Ooh.
That's great. Yeah, you put the milk on with a fire hose.
Holy crap.
What, are you trying to keep the cereal out of college?
That's awful. Gotta squeeze the jokes in between bites.
Captain Kangaspook. Well, I don't
know. Big ass, what's up, bro?
What the fuck?
Hey, there he is. How you doing?
Pat's father calling to say don't give my information out.
Actually, you want to be known as Bam now?
Yeah, it's just easier. It's quicker.
Yeah.
Than big fucking annoying unfunny kike.
Dude, he's done some great stuff for the show as well.
Say the word 3.
I've been watching.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 4.
You guys did
we're a team. We're a team.
You guys did a number on Howard outside of Letterman, huh?
Yeah, we did. And I was actually in the Salt in the Media with Paul. That's the winner for the month. I was a trumpet player.
Okay.
Ah, nice job.
So,
well, it's not a winner yet, but it's looking pretty good.
We'll get another one in there.
We got like next week, and then we'll declare a winner.
We have plans for tomorrow morning. Another little attack by the pests.
All right. Yeah.
And we have special plans for someone coming up in the future. So we'll just leave it like that.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know.
We're going to be smuggling things to the past to help you guys along with these assaults on the media and the assault on the anime, by the way.
Who's that?
I told her it's his father.
Huh?
His father.
Yeah.
Who's calling, Pat?
A father being calling.
Voicemail.
All right.
Who is it?
You want to hear it? I'll play it live.
Yeah.
Well, from what you're talking about yourself, you don't have anybody calling you or anything. Got no friends, no family.
He's still on his original
What's
minutes.
that noise?
I don't know.
His phone.
You better hope it ain't your
That's
dad.
a phone? Okay.
Fucking size of a nigga's dick. Look at it.
Oh, God.
Son, is that you?
You want to give me a call back, please, as soon as you can, because I got 9 cars going there.
What? I got a delivery.
In New York City, and they got to
Pat, your trailer is on fire.
You're shirking your responsibility.
Monday morning.
That's my customer, Brad Pack, in Garwood, New Jersey.
All right, turn off your phone.
By Diane.
Yeah, it's messing up everything.
Oh.
All right.
God damn. And please stop calling me every time I'm on the air. No one gives a fuck. You're not funny. Shut the fuck up. Don't go on the message boards ever again.
Which one is Flea?
What's wrong with Flea?
We've
met Flea.
Annoying little shit.
Is he the little guy with glasses?
Yep. Yeah, he's that little kike that we all hate.
He's applying for an internship.
Are you saying Flea's a pest?
Unbelievable. Jimmy, could you hand me the cereal? Because I still have a little milk left in here.
What?
Are you taking the rest?
No.
I thought he was going to take the rest of it.
He's emptying the box so he can jerk off into it later with that little kid on the front.
Can I have the milk, sweetie?
Shut up, Paul.
Paul, can I have some milk, sweetie?
No.
Opie, I want milk.
This could be one of the most inconsiderate programs we've ever given our listeners.
I'm going to throw it.
No, don't throw it.
He's going to throw it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Catch it. Get it. Holy shit. Throws an open carton of fucking milk.
All right, well,
I apologize to our listeners today.
Why? For what?
Very, very inconsiderate of
They eat, we eat. Fuck them.
Do these gifts better my chances of winning this month's Attack on the Media contest?
Oh, shut up.
You haven't even done one yet for this month.
Yeah.
I figure all I need to do is show myself in front of the camera.
We need you to do an assault on Weight Watchers, fatty.
All right.
Ooh.
Mars.
Ooh.
Don't worry. Mars is all paranoid that we're actually wrecking his equipment today. Is there any left there?
Yeah, a little bit left. You're digging it, aren't you?
It's all right.
It's not bad.
I've got like 7 days left. It's like an eternity for me.
Ooh.
20 minutes is all you need. Last day of the month.
Anthony Jägermeister, music tour featuring Disturbed with special guest Corrosion of Conformity.
All right.
We got lots of prizes to give away thanks to Jägermeister, including, I don't know, prizes from Schecter, Coffin Case, and Peavey.
I make this perfect. Pour a little Jaeger over it.
Get tickets now at Ticketmaster outlets or online at Ticketmaster.com. For more tour information, if you want to see where Disturbed and Corrosion of Conformity will be playing, go to JägermeisterMusicTour.com or www.disturbed1.com. Brought to you by Jägermeister. 35% alcohol by volume. Must be at least 21 to receive prizes. Prizes where permitted by law. And if you're in the Chicago area tonight, that's where the bands are playing. Disturbed and Corrosion of Conformity. They're playing at the House of Blues tonight. If you want to go see these guys, give us a call right now. The number should be on your display there. We'll also throw in a pair of VIP tickets to meet Disturbed. So give us a call now if you want to see him in Chicago. All right?
I'll be at Caroline's tonight watching Little Jimmy Norton.
That's right.
So,
Me too.
Whack bag party tonight.
Oh, yeah. Where's the whack bag party?
Looney's.
Yeah, 11 p.m. Was it 45th?
11 p.m. at O'Looney's.
Okay.
It's like 45th between like 5th and 6th or something like that.
Yeah, it's becoming a lifestyle, this show. Now these guys are all hanging out together when we're not on the air. What's wrong?
He's famous.
The tickets for Disturbed, it's for Friday night. I'm sorry. I was thinking today was Friday. Friday night in the Chicago area at the House of Blues, okay?
Steve from Toronto. Can someone shut Paul the fuck up? What a pompous, annoying sack of cunt.
What do you mean?
Hey, I'm on the radio. Fuck you, faggot.
Well, they nailed that one.
Wow, that's pretty tough.
Ooh.
All right, guys.
Filthy faggot.
Thank you. We're going to try to end the show in style. So, anything else you guys want to add? Anything? Bam?
Nah, that's all. That's around it.
Thanks for all you do, sir.
No problem. See you all tonight at the party and at Jimmy's.
All right. And how do you join the O&A Army?
You basically gotta instant message me or private message me on Whackbag or something like that.
And then you go through the process?
Once we gain your trust.
Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that. But the Army is growing every day, right?
Yes, growing every day, and it's all underground now. So.
Yes, I know it is. And the pests.
You don't dislike Dugout Doug, do you?
Great.
Like my mother.
I'm trying to steal his thunder.
Okay, good.
All right, very good.
A lot of guys don't like Doug. I like Doug. He's a good boy.
I like Doug, too.
He's a good boy.
Doug rock.
All right, bye, guys.
I dig Doug.
Here's
and I'm Sonny Corelli,
dumper.
the king of all Attack on the Medias.
I'll say.
Get your fat ass out of the studio.
I got a quick note here from Kenny.
Can I have the milk?
Yes. Sure can.
Got an email. Dear sirs, I won't mention anything further or unnecessarily apologize for my lackluster telephone call on your show today.
Lackluster.
But thank you for the Comedy Central plug. More importantly, do you want me to make a reservation and hold a table for you guys at Caroline's? Look at that.
Yes, Kenny, I need a table for 6 Saturday night. Thank you.
If so, please email me or call me with details.
No, he's listening. I'll go to the Late Show.
Yeah,
late show, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Have a nice Thanksgiving. Regards, Kenny. No long thing. See, he's so guilty.
That was very nice of him.
Very guilty about that airline thing that went on.
Well, it was a humiliating failure.
All right.
We can't take a break, Hope. We got 8 minutes left. Where are we going to go?
That's it?
What are we going to do then?
Let's just talk, get to know each other. What's wrong with friends being friends?
You can take one if you want.
Oh, yeah, we'll take a break, Dirk. And then we'll finish the Opie and Anthony program in just a bit.
It is a natural impulse to grab and squeeze the breasts. No shit.
Real soft. Almost like pudding.
Yes. A hard piece of ass.
Quite a handful. Yeah.
The nipples are so sensitive that a mere tweak between finger and thumb will give a perfectly good result.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
In case you didn't know.
XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Ow. I'm doing that live, thank you. See, I got the beat.
Cheddar.
Hey, I can play along there, Drew. Drew Boogie in studio. Thanks for the help today, buddy. No Filter Paul wants to know why we're laughing hysterically during the commercial break.
Come in and ask it.
Yeah, come here, No Filter Paul. He wants to ask something really fast.
Oh, boy.
What's wrong, Paul?
No, nothing. Just wondering why you're laughing.
We were commenting. I mean,
what? A couple of pounds or what? What's going on?
You're like skinny fat, man. You're like you're just.
Patrick Renaki's my hero. What can I tell you? He's got the stomach and nothing else.
Why isn't the rest of you fat?
Because it's just eating.
It's
not
weird. You got like thin arms, thin legs. Your face isn't really that fat, but you got like.
I got a gut. Yeah, I know. He looks like I should be drinking beer, but I don't really drink beer though. So.
What did you want to ask me? Because I don't know the answer to it.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you have to
yeah.
ask them.
I just want. We're not doing the show this weekend. I want to know if we're going to do it next weekend.
What show?
The midnight show on Saturday.
You don't have an idea yet. As soon as you come up with a good idea.
How many ideas did I give? I just
we'll
sent a huge list.
He sent a big list.
How many do you want?
Remember the list we went over on the air?
We got a lot more
about
too.
That?
I would make a proper prep sheet and send it to you.
You know what? I was thinking of this last night because you know who gets the emails and stuff? Me and my girlfriend get the emails from these guys now that say, hey, what's going on this weekend? Are we doing the show or not? Like, I'm the last one to ask.
Why, you're not concerned?
Not at all. And then I go, you know, this is probably so important to these guys. They would love to do something like that. And to us, it's just another bit we'll never get to.
Yeah, it's just that it would...
Wait, do you actually answer the emails, or what do you?
No, he's never replied.
Oh, delete.
No.
He reads delete.
He reads them on air
deleted
sometimes.
with the fucking mortgage. You could get a lower mortgage and Viagra ads. Spam. Yeah, just get to click them into the spam fucking category. Ends up in the bulk delete. Yes, indeed.
Goodbye.
Yeah, you've I guess you have that list.
Yeah, we actually have a few more things now. We're gonna.
We'll go over it.
A few more things
the next time we're live on the air. Okay.
That's fine.
We'll go over what you
on
want
Monday
to do.
you had said you were going to tell us tomorrow, and then Tuesday you didn't mention it. So.
You did say that, Ope.
Sorry, you'll be free this Saturday.
Like we're ever going to tell the people
You'll
who
be
the arch
free.
enemy is?
Yeah.
Please.
Those people are really pissed.
Yeah.
See it every day on Instant Feedback.
Thank you, No Filter Paul.
That's how it's done, right? All right, guys. Everyone have a good Thanksgiving. I'm out.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Dude, you...
Oh, you nail him.
You stink.
Yeah,
you
that'll make
nailed
it better.
them.
I know, really.
That'll make it better. All right. Sure. By the way, I was taking a peek to my left here, and Hawk is checking out the video from yesterday's Icy Hot thing. The video clips are now up on opieandanthony.com.
Is the wedgie the funniest thing ever?
I just saw the video of the wedgie. Yes.
Yeah.
It's very disturbing to see Big Steve giving the guys wedgies yesterday.
It looks like he's... Actually, it looks like he's fucking him in the ass. He's standing behind him, and you just go, "Ugh!"
And if Steve had his way, they would have been. I'll put Icy Hot on it. It won't hurt.
We better get Pat from Menaki in here.
Yeah.
Camo.
I keep thinking it's Friday. A week from Friday, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Is the eggnog drinking contest.
Liar.
Because I know we're going away for a couple days. So it's a week from Friday, the eggnog drinking contest. We found your father's address. Enjoy.
Are you kidding?
I'll confirm or deny.
And he's already been sent the pizza.
Oh, nice.
Who did that? Is that it?
Well, don't say who did it, because a lot of people are trying to.
You don't want to say who's right and who's wrong.
Ow! Wow, you motherfuckers, man!
Already,
Sons of bitches.
10 minutes later.
They're amazing. See?
Where did
Couldn't
you,
have been Regis.
How did you find that? What did you go to guyswhomadegreatdecisions.com? No, that one.
No, it's kind of funny.
That is funny.
I thought that would get a little something. I didn't anticipate the complete vacuum of laughter.
Pat, we'll see you a week from Friday, okay, for the eggnog drinking contest.
Okay.
You're going to have real competition this year. It's true.
All right.
Lady Trucker, what's up?
Ja, das ist gut. Ja.
Okay, terrific.
That's,
Hey, Drew.
gobbling chicken.
Yes, sir. I want to thank Drew Boogie for stopping in today.
Absolutely.
Yes. You want to get us out of here? We only have like 45 seconds in the show.
I can do it. Have a good Thanksgiving, Pat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will.
Get us out of here.
Go order a pizza.
O&A Party O&A Party O&A Party
This concludes our podcast day. The Opie and Anthony Show.